Technically we are live. Technically. Technically we are live. Sorry about that. I had to do like the whole sending it alerts, all that good stuff. Need to bring the volume of the game down just a smidge. Feels a bit loud to me. So I'm going to bring that down to about 8%. 9%, that's good. That feels like a pretty good volume in relation to my voice. New, hold potentially inappropriate messages for review. Turn on. You're very good at turning me on, chat. No, sorry about that. Jesus, that old Simpsons joke. Anyway, right. There was a button that said turn on, and that's why I said that, okay? And it was overlaid on chat. YouTube sent me a prompt. So we're gonna do some extreme stuff here. We're gonna go with high density hills. We're gonna go with high density forests. And low density everything. Oh, high density lakes and low density towns and industry. So stuff that's going to be really, really far apart. So we're going to have to play very carefully. There is some advanced stuff we can play with: random quests, pay your date, starting loan. I mean, we could give ourselves more. We could give ourselves a lot less money as well, actually. Yeah, that just doesn't sound fun. We'll go with like a standard thing. We'll go for 1,000 and 1,000. That's fine. This is all fine. We won't change it. I mean, we could go up to 2,000, and that 2,000 wouldn't be unreasonable on the map we're playing, so I will go up to 2,000. Hello, what is this game about? This is a train kind of simulator-y kind of game. It'll make sense once I play it a little bit, but basically, hi Lynn Lawson, and hello Captain Halo. Basically what you do is you create train networks, and you move passengers around, and as you move passengers from town to town, the towns start to grow and get bigger and they make more passengers. You can also move goods around the map, and when you move goods to their final destination, that was a really good 90s song actually, that was the final countdown. Sorry. Once you move goods to their final destination, you will get these special tokens that you can spend to get upgrades. Is it hard? Yes and no. It can be very difficult. You can set up the game to make it really difficult, or you can set it up to be pretty easy. I've set it up to be basically as difficult as it can be. Well, not quite. It could be a little bit more difficult than what I'm setting it up to be, but I've set it up to be really hard. Just hoping this actually continues to generate. Have you guys ever played a game like Open Transport Tycoon, Transport Fever? Ooh, there's that big loud noise that the game likes to make when you get into a game. All right, I'm gonna pause things here. We can talk about some stuff. This is our quest. Our very first quest is to move 50 passengers from one city to another. Fairly simple quest, so let's have a look. I chose the largest map that you can choose, and it's pretty huge. Legitimately gigantic. You can kind of see this is like the playable area, and then you can see the line hits this. It kind of goes all like weird and blurry. In English camp site, you can't run past tense. You can only run because it's past tense. Jesus. It took me a second there to get that. Let's see. So let's talk about, oh my god, these people living up here. These guys are never getting transported anywhere. Why would you ever live up here? You're on the mountain. I think this is legitimately as tall as you can get in the game. So let's have a look around. We're going to look for our very first village transportation. We want to find two villages relatively close together, relatively on the same elevation. So for example, here, these guys are very close to each other, but the problem is, look at this terrain. That doesn't look too nice. Let's have a little bit of a look around here. We want to search for two towns that are pretty... Here's a good candidate. Here you go. For example, these guys are, if I go into the terrain modification tool, these are around 7 height. And these guys are around 16, 14. I could bring that down to 12. I think 12 is a reasonable number for these guys. And so we shall be. We'll set up a transport network. These aren't the biggest towns, they're actually kind of tiny, but there is a tool works. So these are probably my first one. These are in like really weird terrain, so I don't know how I feel about that. These are some more candidates for later. Let's see. Ooh, managed to click off the game like a dumbass. Lost focus there. Let's have a look. Ooh, over here is actually... What kind of height is this? 19, 12. This is another good candidate. Plus there's 3 places actually really close together. And there's more cities nearby that I could connect up. Alright, we'll start over here. So probably the very first thing we will start with is a train station. Let's see. So where are we going to build it? I think we could build it along here. Maybe we could build it up on the hill with these guys. That wouldn't be unreasonable. Let's see. I think we would want to go along like this and see if we could capture that coal mine in the same station. So what I will do here is I will flatten the terrain a little bit over here. Eee, that gets expensive. There's a forest here. I'll just do a little bit of a flatten and stick a station right there. Good luck. Have to go, might come back. Also well done so far in the Russia series. Thanks very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll do my best. Okay, so this is 10 elevation and this one is quite a bit higher. So we need to think about how are we going to match up these 2 stations together. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a station that goes across like this so that I can capture the sawmill and then have trains come out and connect up also to this, to Cardiff. So currently our train station captures about this blue area. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to go in here, we want to build an extension, a waiting room, and the waiting room is going to significantly increase the size of the catchment area. You can see how we're capturing more of the town as I move it over this way. So I'm going to put the waiting area right, I think right there. Here would grab some extra. So I'll put it right there. That's going to help increase the range of the station to pick up more passengers. Then, okay, so that's that station done. This is super hardcore terrain, by the way. We need to connect up to this station. And I'm thinking a station somewhere here will be totally acceptable. Like that. And we're going to want also on this station a waiting room to pick up more passengers. This one will capture the entire town, which is pretty nice. I'll put it right there. Now we need to actually connect these places with track. So something I actually like to do is just do a 4x4 flattened piece of track, because this allows me to create a changeover from here to here like this. And this will be useful later when we're handling more throughput of trains. But basically we want to get up to here. What we want to do is we want to minimize the amount of up and down that we're going to be doing. So we're going to have like a little bit of an examination of the terrain over here. For example, I might bump this up, but I might bump some of this stuff down. I'll bump this down and this down. I'll bump this up. We don't want to be going back down since we've already come up. So I'll spend a little bit of money. Then we want to make our way up the hill to about 20. It's going to be a steep climb, but it's a necessary climb. I want to make sure I have a good elevation going on here, like this. Okay, so we actually want to bring this down a smidge. Perhaps another smidge like that. Yep. There's going to be a few downs here. Oh, that was actually... This needs to come up a tile now. And that does too. And then this needs to come down a smidge. So this needs to be 18. So that'll be 2 notches. And then I want to have a very gradual ramp here if I can manage it. If at all possible, you know? You want it to be a smooth climb. You don't want to be going ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So what is the elevation of this? This is 19 elevation. So once we hit 19, we're not going to want to go any higher. So we've hit 19 now. So I'm going to grab from these corners and then just slowly smush out sections like this. Excellent. It's quite expensive to do this, but in the long term it helps us out a lot. We are going to want a 2x4 again over here. It's a 2x3, so I need another one. Quite expensive. I need to watch my money. I can make the money back, but it just short term I need to make sure I have enough to actually buy a train. So I need to have the dual track here, and this will be another changeover point later on. Not useful now, but just to having it in place. Hi, Trains, my dad works for Trains. Oh, that's pretty cool. But just having this infrastructure in place can be very, very helpful. So you can't actually build tunnels in corners, which is unfortunate. So we are going to have to do probably a lot more flattening. Oh. Okay, so we flattened out a bunch of terrain for our train to go along. So let's grab the very first track. And we will bring this up the hill. Although we want to be careful here. Are we going down at any point here? It does look like we're going down at some point. So we're going to bring... Potatoes. Bram Rampelberg just subscribed. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining up. Good to see you. I hope you enjoy your potatoes alert. So we're going to make this elevation a little bit smoother because trains don't like going up hills, really. They don't like going ups and downsies. They like things to be gradual, they like things to be smooth. So there will have to be a kink in the line here. In order to make this work. What I could do is I could move this entire station back a tile, and I think I'll do that instead. So I'll move the entire station back, I'll delete this, I'll move it back that way. This also requires me to remake this track a little bit, so I'll just do that momentarily. There we go. And now we should be able to get around that corner without too many issues. And there we go, we've got our first station connected up. But we're not quite done because we do have some other stuff we need to do. Namely, we need a depot for trains to actually come out of. So, how do we get a nice clean depot in here? Well, we don't really have many good options. How much is a depot? They are about 50 cash points. So I'm thinking over here could be a reason if I rotate this. What I could do is I could put it here like this, and then if I just go in and make some track edits real quick, I'll do a 1 forward like this. I'll connect there. And like this. So this is where the trains are going to come out of to get into the train line. The hard part is getting them the ability to turn around here, but yeah. What's the goal of the game? The goal of the game is just to make money. It's kind of a sandbox. You just got to make money. So we have our first depot here. This is going to allow us to actually get a train. So we're going to go in here, we're going to create an engine. We don't have wood tokens yet, because in order to get wood tokens, we need to take timber to a sawmill and then go from a sawmill to a tool mill. Where's a tool mill? See if I can find one, just to show you what they look like. Here's one. Here's a tool mill. If we deposit tools over here, we will get tools. Or if we drop stuff over here, we'll get these little tokens, which will allow us to get more advanced trains. We are going to want to do that, but we're going to be sticking to these 2/6 porters for a while. I'll maybe come back when he's streaming Civ. Oh yeah, we'll probably just stream this for like an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 40, maybe somewhere in the region of like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes, and then we'll go play some Civ. Okay, now keeping in mind that this train has to climb a fairly large hill, I think I'm just going to stick some basic wagons on it. I'm not going to go too crazy. I might just go like just a few Pullmans, like 4 of these. That feels like it's a reasonable amount of weight for this to pull uphill. I don't know exactly how it works, but I'm gonna say I want you to go to train station 1, and then I want you to go to train station 2, and then they will just loop back to the start. So this train is basically just going to go here to 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 here. Okay? So we'll go ahead and start that train off, and we can unpause the game, and I can show you the full loop, and we can get out of construction mode. Give Mashinky a chance, it's fun. It is very fun. We can come out of a construction mode. You can see this is construction mode where things are simplified. Whereas if we come out now, we can see this is what it actually looks like. And oh, let's go get the train to go over here. Train should come out of this. If I click on it, there is a way to... Yeah, look, we're on the train. You know? I like this. This is pretty fun. It's pretty cool. You can look around. That's why I put in the thumbnail, I put the little picture. But you can see how, you know, the stark contrast from this mode, which is construction mode, and this mode, which is like realism mode. I really like it. I think it's cool. But let's speed it up. I'll be able to show you guys what the trains actually do. So you can see here, I think you actually managed to pick up some coal. I'm not sure how, maybe you somehow reached it. But this train has passengers waiting at the station. And the train is going to pick up the passengers and put them in their cart. And then the train is going to leave. It's going to make its way over to this station here. I'll speed up time to show you this. So it's got 12 of 32. You can tell the train to wait until it's got a full load, but I don't know if that's worth it. I see the way that the train is losing speed here. It lost a few miles per hour, so I feel like I've got a good sized train to be able to go up and down these hills. So the train is going to pull into here, pick up all these people. It can't quite pick up all of them. It'll pick up most. The train will take off again, head over to the other station. And it'll drop them off, and we should get a bunch of money. You'll see we're 886, and we will jump up to probably like 920. Yeah, 917. So that was about as much money. So, and then it picks up more people, and that's just basically it. Okay, but this is a really, really simple track. We can do better. We can do a lot better. So we'll get rid of all this. We'll go back into construction mode, and we shall begin the editing. We need to make more room for our station, because we are going to extend the width of our station here, like this. So my station is now wider, so it can accommodate up to 2 trains at the same time. But there's an important thing here that's going to be happening. I need to bulldoze. This is expensive. I do need to be careful of my money, because I don't want to overspend here and go bankrupt. That is something you have to worry about, particularly on these like horrific mountain maps. Like a lot of people have been playing on like those flat maps. It's like, pussies, why don't you play on a hard map? So this means we can have 2 trains docking at each station simultaneously, but most importantly what we want to do is we want to establish a right in left out rule. Basically trains are going to be, as the train drives, it's going to be on the right hand side of track. So we're going to want to double up our track here so that one train can be going this way and then another train can be coming up this way. And that'll make sense once I get the actual construction here. So what I want to do is I want to grab as much of this terrain like this, flatten it out, Then there is some diagonal sort of stuff I need to do here to get this to agree. This is going to be probably the most expensive part of the editing process. Yeah, 126. So that should be enough room to get the other tracks in. I want to have a piece of track coming up this way. Oh, not like that, like this. And I want these to connect in a sensible fashion like that. That's perfect. Then I want this secondary track to come all the way down and connect up here. Now this isn't good enough. This is not enough stuff to make a 2-track or to make 2 trains work. Oh, also we got our first reward. We transported 50 passengers total, and so we get money. Real quick before we move on, actually, I'll talk a little bit about towns. You can click on the towns here and you can see down here, I believe, I can't remember if this is how many people you've transported away from a town or if it's how many people you've transported to a town. I think it's 2. I think it's how many people you've transported to a town. But when you hit this number here, when this number reaches this number, the town grows and gets bigger, and then it offers you more passengers. It's really great. But anyway, like I was saying, okay, we do have 2 tracks, but we can't have 2 trains, and that's because when a train is on a piece of track, it basically says no other trains are allowed on this piece of track because I am here. So what we need to do is we need to go into here and we need to set up signals. This is how I like to do it. It's how I kind of did it in Transport Tycoon, is I'll put signals here, and you can see the red arrows. Basically what that means is if a train was coming this direction and it met this red arrow, the train would stop here until it had a green arrow. It would stop here until it had a green arrow. So what we're going to do is we want to separate the track like this, so that now this red arrow is telling us we can only go that way. And now that I've separated things, a train here could go up to here. So this train, when it comes in here, it's going to land in the station. I'll speed it up a little bit so we can kind of see. It's going to land in the station. The train can see these 2 green arrows, but it knows that this green arrow is telling it that you should cross and then go up the right-hand track. So you'll just watch the train do this now. The train crosses and goes up the right-hand track. So we always want our trains to be driving on the right. If someone sub on you will get like 50 times the potato song. Yes, it will happen. Can you also have trains for the transportation of goods? Yes, you can. Streaming game Civilization 1, yeah. yeah, we'll be getting into goods trains a little bit later. So basically what I want to do is I want to do this exact same thing. There's a little bit of nuance I need to do to this as well, but basically the same thing over here. This is in and out. I want my trains to always be on the right-hand side of the track. So if left in, right out, basically. And we'll do, what we want to do is, so what happens here, I'll kind of show you, I can kind of show you this if I pause the game. So if you see this green arrow, okay, so this is red, and basically how this works is, this green arrow, it looks up until the next signal, and if there's nothing on the tracks between this signal and this signal, then this green arrow will stay green. The next signal looks all the way over to here and sees a green arrow and sees, or rather sees another signal, but it also sees that there's a train on this piece of the track. So it says, if a train comes to me, it can't go forward because this piece of track is reserved. So what we do is we add extra signals so that the signals know, oh, or so rather that the trains know, oh, it's safe to go, because otherwise, if I didn't put extra signals here, a train would get to here. Even though there's plenty of room, it would sit here until this train over here made it all the way to this station. So we need to basically block out the track and let the trains know it's okay to go. I like to put 4 to 5 spacing between my signals like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't always do it perfectly. I just kind of eyeball it. Like that, for example. Like, it's not perfectly spaced. Like, if I was doing it perfectly, I would have actually done it here. But I like to have like relatively large stretches like these hills to be their own blocks. And then that should be it. There you go. So now we can actually have 2 trains on this piece of land, no problem. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get a second train. I'm going to get the 260 Porter, and I'm going to put 4 wagons on it like I did the other train. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wagons seems like a decent amount, not to slow the train down too much. I'm going to give it orders. I'm going to say, why don't you head over to station 1, and then head over to station 2, and go. So if I resume time now, another train should come out of here, and these trains should high-five and pass each other without issues. Now, I'm actually really happy that this happened. So technically, this train has a perfectly safe path to the station, but because this train was leaving, it wouldn't go. So we actually need even more signaling. This is actually perfect. Potato, have you played the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta? I have not, and I'm not really super interested in it. I'm kind of avoiding games with like loot box microtransactions right now. So still red, but if I do this, like that, now this train knows that it's safe to go down here and get into this piece of the station. And it should go. So this, basically what this does is it allows your trains to pass each other more efficiently. And we're gonna do that, we're gonna do the same thing over here. So it is like, oh, wrong way, sorry. Like this. And so what these green arrows tell you is it safe to go this way or whatever. And in order to understand the green arrows, you just have to look at them. When they go red, you kind of see when they're blocking. So another train could safely come in this way and turn into this station. Oh, actually, this one is redundant. This would tell trains incorrect information. That's actually wrong. We don't want these ones. These are superfluous. So we can see now. Okay, fair point. People who buy microtransactions in $60 games are bad. It's not that. It's that I get really easily tempted by like microtransactions, and I just don't. I don't have enough money to like put myself through that and be tempted to buy them. So I just try to avoid them completely. Otherwise, I would be broke like forever. So now now we can have 2 trains. We could actually have, you know, however many trains we felt like it on this. Unfortunately, they don't quite have chain signals in this game yet, which would be really, really nice. But hopefully they'll come someday. As long as we don't have too many trains on these tracks, this will work just fine. If we had a lot of trains, this might cause congestion and problems, but generally speaking, it should be okay. This is called a roll-in, roll-out terminal. Don't buy microtransactions, Potato, it's a waste of money. Yeah, I know. Well, it depends on the game, right? I don't mind, and that's why I avoid them, just because, you know, I just feel too tempted by them, so I just don't play the games that have them. So, this is our very first city connection up. Now, city connections are important because they provide you with money. Other connection types don't really give you money, and so they're important, but money is like the lifeblood of your empire. So we're also going to want to get Cardiff into our Eamon Nearbone. Nearbonny? Eamon Nearbone? Nearbon? Hey, what's up, buddy? So questions, do I want to build a tunnel? Do I want to just like terraform a bunch of land? I definitely want to connect this up, because the more people you're transporting, generally speaking, the better off you're going to be. And plus, this station has a little bit of surplus people. So we're going to want to do that. There is a tool works up here that I didn't see, and we do have easy coal to connect where we could get coal tokens. Now, so if I can show you some more of these extensions, every building in the game can be upgraded. You can like build special things. So if we look at the station, Let me make this window a little bit bigger so you can kind of see it better. So you can see there's a freight station which increases how fast trains load. It increases the capacity of how much freight this thing can hold. The restaurant gives you extra capacity and income from people. The storage building gives you storage. The platform, I think the platform is basically just like a really simple extension to the size of your train. It's not so useful. We have the signal box. This gives you a greater catchment area, which allows you to capture more towns or more of the town inside your station's zone, which feeds more population into your network. So let's extend the roll in, roll out section of this station and kind of come around here to Cardiff. So we're going to build from this direction. We will do another 4x4 like so. Pretty expensive to do this. Like that. Now, the minimum turning radius we need to do is something in this formation. So if I go like that, yeah, you see, I need to come up to this tile here. So let's see if we can't get some flattening going. Like that to get an idea of where we stand. So we also need to come up to this tile. If I can rotate my screen slightly to there. And this will be the turn in. And there it is. So this is going to be how we get up to here. And it actually lines up quite nicely to roughly where we want to build our station. We're going to want to build our station along here. We do need to check elevations here. So this is 19 and over here is at quite a bit lower. So we are going to want to go downwards if we can. What I might do is I might build a tunnel here through this. So this is at 19. Is there one around 19 over here? Okay, so this is 19 over here. So if I go for a tunnel, like that. So we have a tunnel through this. I could just do this, right? But you can't build it on rock. So what I need to do is I need to ease out the elevation here. So I'm going to bring this up to 18, like that. I'll bring these up to 17, like this. And I need to do similar things here. 15, and there it is. Okay. Oh, I overbuilt here slightly. I need to actually angle this down. I will need to be careful about my money. I am spending a lot of it. Alrighty, and now we have a relatively smooth transition from over here to over here. Now we do need more money, so I'll probably speed up time here. But just to kind of get the basic layout. Like that. You want to minimize how much your trains are going up and down, and if you are going up and down, you want to do it in one nice big continuous smooth chunk if you can, or in a very gradual manner like this. So let's see, I think my train station will go around there. That seems like a good spot for it. So we're going to smooth this out. We are going to want to get an extension here so that the train can reach more of the town. That's most of our money there. So we did spend most of our money, so we're going to have to speed up time and wait for these trains to generate income. These two trains will pass each other and we'll slowly make some money. I'll go into normal mode so you can kind of see what this looks like. I suppose, hey, let's follow this train. Go into like normal speed or super speed. So the train will switch tracks, and we might even get to see the trains actually kind of high-five each other as they go past each other. Be pretty cool. happen soon. Here it comes. Train high five. Hey. And so once this guy lands in station, we should have a little bit of extra cash here to continue building our stations. Alright, we have about 126 cash, so that's going to be not quite enough to do exactly what we want to do. How are you getting coal from Telford? Do you not need a direct connection? No, basically, so if I could show you this. So if you look at my station, you see the way see this blue area? The blue area overlaps with the coal mine here. And so that's what's doing that. And that's how I'm getting the coal in here. It's because this blue area just barely touches the coal mine, which allows me to get the coal from it. I didn't actually, this wasn't intentional, but it worked out for me. It's actually quite nice that it happened like that. Getting that is quite good. High five, there you go, Bram Rampelberg. Let's see. So we are going to want to do a what's the word? Bird. I want a depot. I want another depot is what I want. Now those are quite expensive. We need to do some other minor edits here in the construction mode. What I need is I need a 4x4 area, or a 4x2 area rather, where I can build my changeover for my roll-in, roll-out terminal, like this. This is my basic changeover. I'll even put, I'll even put the signals in. Did I do it over this side? I did. I'll put the signals in there, so the trains will know which way they can go. So, good stuff. We're going to want to build a second row of this track. I don't have the cash for it, so what I'd rather do is actually just get a train going and start making some money. So what I'm going to do is basically see if I can't do that. I will throw down a depot over here. Like this. I will delete this track because I don't like how it connects. I will connect from here to this depot, and then from here to there. This does make my track a little bit messier, but it should be fine. Makes it a whole lot messier, actually. Let's see. So that'll be the way in. This will be the way out. But for now, I'm going to have this be a double way. And I'm just going to have a train running back and forth while because I just need more money. Potato Bad Boy, our coals. Trains are bad for the environment. Yeah, coal trains are bad for the environment, but we're only in December 1921. So this should be fine. A roll in, roll out. I'm going to just use a single track here because I'm going to have just one train going up and down here, but I will want to double it up eventually. So I'm going to buy I want to speed up time here so I get a little bit more cash to buy wagons for this train. Okay, there it is. I'm going to buy the porter, and I'm going to buy 4 Pullmans. Was it 4? Is that what I've been doing? Yeah, 4 Pullmans. So 4 Pullmans seems like a good number. We're going to send this train to Station 3 at Cardiff, and then we're going to send it over to Warwick. And then we will start the train. So the train should roll out now. I'll close all these extra windows that we don't need. See if I can click on you. Come here, little train. And we can go into this mode. So we're arriving in the very first version, or the very first train is arriving in this town. It'll pick up some passengers. Oh, I can even go back to different thingies, and oh, I can switch sides. That's so cool. Oh, I can make the train do the woo-woo noises. But yeah, it's going to climb up the hill. If you look at its speed here, it's going to lose a lot of speed going up this. It's going to struggle. You see that? That's because it's a pretty low horsepower train carrying a pretty heavy load. The way back isn't going to be so bad, but the way up is always going to be rough. And you can see how even though this station platform was occupied, the train was able to go in and get its job done. Since this is going to be a relatively high traffic . a relatively high traffic thingy. I'm gonna actually get rid of... I'm actually gonna get rid of these. I might actually just leave this one so that this train can know it's safe to go out this way. But I might just get rid of these because this is going to be a very high traffic station, and this might cause congestion if I leave them in. So we should be making more money now that we have extra trains. I would like to get a second train running between Cardiff and Warwick because there's a lot of population in here to be picked up. So he should roll up the hill now. Again, he's going to be struggling to get up that hill because of the speed thingies. So let's get to work on extending this hill to get a buddy for him. And kind of drag out the width here. Then we will do this. We will make another... Okay, so I need to flatten this out a little bit. Like so. Then I will grab you. Like that. I'm going to build a tunnel through here. Ah, I need more money. So I'll just speed up time while I wait for money to roll in. I probably need about 260 cash to get this whole thing finished. Alright, there is the second tunnel now. Skadoosh. For the train, head teleports places. Yeah, it's pretty good. So we'll connect up here, and now we can actually set this to be a one-way track system. So I'll set you to be only going that way. The train won't bother about this because it's already past it, but... oh, I need to set this to be two-way so the train can keep going past it. I'm gonna want... It's usually a good idea to put these sorts of things right after your tunnels and stuff like that. So now we can change this to be the out direction. Now the train has passed them all. So the train should roll in on the right-hand track and then roll out on the right-hand track. So the train is always, whenever the train is driving, it's always on the right-hand side of the rails from its own perspective. You can even zoom in here and go through the tunnels, I think. Well, I think you have to be in the train, but you can kind of see. There's the other entrance. It's pretty cool. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna bother. Well, you know, I'll put one signal here and here, like that, to make this a little easier. But here we go. And so now we can fit a second train on here, and we are going to want a second train on here because this station is starting to pile up on population. So let's go ahead and make a new 260 porter with 1, 2, 3, 4 wagons, and I will tell it to go from Cardiff to Warwick. Oh, go to Warwick. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Whoops. Reverse. I forgot to extend the station. So now the trains are going to like look at each other and be like, you move. No, you move. So I need you to go to depot. So turn around. I sent him to the depot, and then I'll tell him to go. So once he's off this track, he'll come out. There we go. That works better. How do you get better trains? So, the best way to get better trains is to, at least initially in the game, you can see here. Where is it? The depot. So you can see here, the 460 Baldwin has a higher top speed, it has a higher power. It is heavier, but it has a higher power, a higher operating cost. But generally speaking, it's faster, it'll carry more passengers, but it takes these little wood token things. I don't have any of those. I'll show you how to get them. So, the first thing we need to find is a forest. and here's a forest near Blackpool. Then we need to transport wood from a forest to a sawmill, and it takes 3 lumber to make 2 planks. Then we need to transport planks to a tool work. Over here is a tool work, and it takes 3 planks to create a plank token, which you can then use to get better trains. Why don't you connect Cardiff with the other city? Because I don't have the money. It was cheaper to just double up this train line rather than it was to connect Cardiff over here. And you don't get paid based on how far you moved people. You just get paid on how many people you move. So it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense to run a train from Cardiff to Telford. You don't get paid extra. You get paid the same amount of money. At least that's how I understand it, I think. So Edinburgh is probably my next candidate for connection. I want to get I think I want to have at least well, really as many cities as I can get. If I look over here in Buckingham, what's your elevation? You're pretty high up here. You're up on 20. That's actually not too far off of Warwick. So it might be worth it to connect you up. I would have to go do some weird stuff here to try and get through this this mountain to connect you guys up. I might be better off going like the long way. Or connecting up through the back here like this through Newport. Oh, I have a train jam. Okay, there was a bit of a traffic jam here. Oh, I think one of my trains accidentally went through the wrong way or something here, instead of turning around. What's your orders? Yeah, what are you guys doing here? What the hell? Why would you go there? You clearly need to reverse. God, I hate trains. There's only really one way to fix this. And that's doing this sort of thing, so I need to go in here. Now I need to spend a bunch of money to flatten out this terrain. Stupid trains. So this is a different kind of terminal. This is a rollout, so I need to actually do this way bigger. This is a loop. I suppose I'll build a loop terminal just to show you what it looks like. Not because like I'm being forced to, because the game's dumb, but because I want to show you guys. So I'm going to do this sort of thing. Like this. And ideally I would extend my loop here, so I need to make some edits. Oh, I need money. But basically, this train should be able to, if I can just quickly get that there and tell these guys to only go out this way, I can tell this train to reverse, and it should go out the back, and this should prevent this sort of traffic jam. If I put a signal here. So now this is a more traditional sort of station where trains come in one way and leave a different way, where rather than a roll in roll out terminals have their downsides. And this game is kind of early, so it's easy to get trains into situations where they don't do what you want them to. So I'm gonna wait for more money here. But I will keep this as a roll in roll out terminal, or sorry, a loop. So let me make some edits here to fix this, because it kind of got a bit messed up. Like this, and then connect like that. I need another couple of tiles like here. Like that, and then I need some more tiles, namely these two, and they will transition like this to connect like that. But yeah, this is a more expensive way to do your terminal, but it works better. So that's the main advantage of this. If we're going to do this, then we don't need this particular piece of track. And we would probably want our depot over here or something. We'll figure it out. But we're going to change these now, so these are only ways in. That's it. These are only going to be ways in. And so trains should be able to pass each other relatively intelligently with this sort of a layout. It's kind of funky, it's kind of weird, but it tends to work a bit better. These roll-in, roll-out stations where you have this kind of where trains turn around on the platform and then go back the same way they came, they tend to work better with low volume of traffic, and they're less expensive to build, and that's why you build them early game. But we're probably going to switch over to these sort of things. Warwick is probably going to stay the way it is though. So this should function better now. So the trains should roll out this way. So this is a much more functional way to do things long term. But you know, the way we were doing it works just fine short term. So now we have a little bit of income generation. The question is, do we need more money? And I'm never going to shy away from getting more money. I would like to connect up possibly another city. Edinburgh feels like a very, very close city relative to my other options. The difficult part is going to be connecting Edinburgh to this station here, because there is not a lot of room here to get connected up. And we don't exactly have a huge amount of cash. But if you guys want, now that you've seen like a kind of mountainy map, do you want me to continue playing on the mountainy map, or do you want to see like some more complicated like train systems on like a flatter map? It's kind of hard to do the complicated stuff because you need to flatten just so much terrain, you need so much money to do it. But you know, this is a really good sort of general basic guide to the gameplay. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Let's see if we can't... Okay, so this town has recently just grown. So now that we've kind of seen our basic gameplay, I'll ask you guys some questions with the stop hole. Continue. Mountain map. Flat map. Or Civ now. Mountain map. Flat map. Change to Civ. Final option, potato. So I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to vote on this. Give you like 5 minutes to vote on this, and then I will check the results. Make sure you get your vote counted. Well, for now we'll just go on high speed, because one of the problems, the mountain map is really interesting to play through. But the problem with the mountain map is that I think it's better for a game where nobody's watching, because not a lot happens in a mountain map, because a lot of time you're just waiting for money to come in so you can do the terraforming you need to connect cities. Whereas on a flat map, you really don't have any of those limitations, so you can create really complex train systems. So we're mainly, I would like to start delivering logs, and generally speaking, the way I like to play is I like to reuse infrastructure if I can, if it's possible. I think that's a really, really fun way for me to, it's just the way I like to play, I guess. Oh my god, this is a, look at this, there's like 7 people live in this house, and then there's a church like down the road. Oh my god. It's going to be a flat map. Is there a way to cross bodies of water? Yeah, you can build bridges. Let me show you. I'll probably have some lakes and like mountains and stuff like that. So I'll probably keep lakes high. So let me see if I can find the bridge. So yeah, you can bridge. See, you can make bridges over stuff. They're quite expensive though. I'll build like I'll just do a wooden bridge to show you. As you can see, it's like a little bridge for crossing water, which is pretty cool. I like it. You can do big suspension bridges. Maybe I'll show you a suspension bridge if I can afford a decently sized one. From here. You can see like you can do suspension bridges, and there's going to obviously be more of those in launch. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, so I'll check the voting. Alright, looks like people voted for the flat map, so I'll switch now to the flat map. Where's the escape? Escape doesn't exit the thingy in this game. Alright, new game. We'll go with the giant map. We're going to take hills down to low intensity. We'll keep forests. We'll keep forests on medium density. I'll keep lakes up. I like lakes. Lakes are fun. You can build little river thingies. I'll keep everything. I'll keep industry and towns on low density. I kind of like them to be spread out. I don't know. Just the way I prefer. High density, they're too close together. You can't really build nice big stations and stuff like that. We'll leave everything here. I'll give myself a bunch of money to play around with, so that we can accelerate the early game. Because we're already like an hour in. Man, this music is nice, but it's not really early Steam Age tunes. Yeah, I think like early Steam Age you would be way more like classical music, like really, really old school stuff. So on the flat map, you can see it's really, really flat. I did keep the lakes just to have a little bit of interesting stuff, but this is so flat, like crazy flat. But you can do really intricate interchanges, and I may try to build one here. It's been a while since I've built an interchange, so it might take me a few minutes to try and remember how to build it. But I might like try one over here somewhere. Let's see where we pick. I want two cities that are fairly close together, but with a decent size and relatively flat land between them to start. We have plenty of money, so we don't have to actually worry about that. When did this game release? The game is not released, it's in early access, and it was a few days ago, I think the 6th of October. I think it was the 6th of October. Okay, so I think actually these three cities here, this is our perfect candidate. So we're going to throw down a station here in Southport, like so. We got plenty of money, so we can kind of be vigorous and wasteful. We don't have to be careful. I gave myself a bunch of money just for the sake of showing off things. So since we're going to be doing rollout terminal styles, and it's always important to do the closer to the turn one first. Oh, that was a mistake actually. I liked them to come out one thingy first and then turn. It's just a personal preference. Like so. And so come on, play nice with me. Come on, play nice. There we go. Come on, play nice with me. God damn it, these tracks, man. Sometimes the tracks, they don't want to play nice. There we go. So, this is the formation we're going to use for most of our stations. It's a pretty big formation. You can't really do this on the more hilly maps, but it works really well. And so the trains are going to roll in on this outer track, and on the right hand side, always right in, always left out, or right in, left out. So that's how that's going to work to here, and they'll roll out this way. You always want them to be on the right side. It's just a good rule of thumb sort of thing. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll come up like this. We'll turn to the right. We'll meet up here. Turn to the right as well. I'll come out 4. Was it 3 or 4 that I came out? I don't think it matters too much. It was 3. Just get rid of this stuff here. Ugh, come on. Sometimes the little bit of micromanagement getting the train track to go where you want it to. Okay, so we want these 2 tracks to meet up, but we really want them to have a 3-way cloverleaf design, and it's been a while since I've made one of these, so it's going to take me a few minutes to try and remember how to build them. But basically, I want the trains to meet... If the sawmill wasn't here, this would work way better. But the basic idea is I want the trains to meet here. Okay. So, it's been a while since I've done this sort of thing, so you're gonna have to give me like a few minutes to try and remember how to do it. So this is the train, okay? I want the train is gonna come up this way, okay? It's gonna come up, and it's gonna want to go left and right. But I don't want my tracks to do this. I don't want them to like intersect, because this causes traffic jams, right? This is no good. We want as little overlap between the train tracks as possible, okay? So one way to do that is to actually do something kind of sneaky here and actually raise the terrain on both sides. This goddamn sawmill's in my way. Fucking, it'll still work, I think. And then you can actually just build a bridge. Oh, it won't let me. Does it need to be higher? I haven't actually done this in a while. Let me see if I can get it to work. But I need to pull this stuff back anyway, because this sawmill's in the way. There is another way to do this, which is the tunnel method. Maybe I'll do the tunnel method here. See if I can't get this. Does it need to be a certain height to get a tunnel through? No, the tunnel method will work just fine here. It's a bit more expensive. Tunnels are more expensive, but they are simpler. So let's see if we can raise this terrain up a little. And then I need to do the same thing over here. Alright, so now this train wants to be able to go to the left and to the right. So we want to go up over here and we want to turn. Trying to remember. Sorry. Whoops. For this track to turn right, all it has to do is actually cut off somewhere around here and join this track on its way. So I can just like do this, right? But if this track wants to go left, there's a bit more involved. And if we're going left, we want to be going alongside the right-hand side of the track. So you have to kind of do this sort of thing, where it's like, it's a bit weird, but getting the game to play nicely with me. Come on, game. Play nice. Like that. So now a right-hand train coming out, it can go to the right, or it can go to the left without ever intersecting another piece of track. So Potato, hey Finn, what's up? Now, we also need to do the train coming into this station. As a general rule, you want things to link off about the same place. So you're going to do this. Oh wait, how do I get this one? I need to look at some clover leaves again. I need to remember. It's been a while since I've done this sort of thing. There is a way to do this. I just forget. Ah, yes, I remember how to do it now. Aha, yes. So if you're coming this way, say, okay? You're coming this way and you want to turn to the left. You have no way to turn to the left. But we can actually create a way for you to turn to the left. I'm gonna have to redo some of this track over here because I forgot you need to do the other turn first. I'll just kind of clean this out a little. But you're gonna have to basically come like that. Okay, so that's the left turn. And I know this is gonna look kind of confusing, but it'll make sense once I can actually like explain it. I don't want these tracks to overlap if I can manage it. There we go. So now we have created a track where a train coming from any direction can go any other direction without ever crossing another train's path. So this could hold like 6 trains going through it, and there will never be traffic blockage or anything. So this is like a, I think this is called a 3-way cloverleaf. So I'll just kind of demonstrate now how this kind of works. So I'm going to use the arrows as much as I can to help you guys understand what's going on here, because it can be a bit confusing. So we've got a train. If the train wants to turn right, it goes along this arrow. Goes along and along and along, and it sees, oh, it can go that way. The train wants to go to the left, goes up, 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 up. I'll put a few of these arrows just to make it a little more obvious. So the train can go all the way along, and then it's going to the right, which is, or rather, oh, and this will connect up to here. In fact, I'll even do that right now. So now we've officially connected these 2 stations. But what if a train is coming from this direction, right? Let's make sure that's fine. Well, if the train wants to go straight, it just goes straight. There you go. It goes all the way through. Just fine. No problems. If the train wants to go to the right, comes up along, turns to the right. Now the complicated one is kind of this train, because the train needs to make a right turn to go to the left, which can confuse the train. But this particular train, if it just wants to go straight, it just goes straight. If it wants to turn to the left, it turns to the right along this track here. It goes all the way along like this. Try and use arrows to keep it nice and obvious what's happening. The train will come all the way along here, and it'll make its way down the station. It'll make more sense when you actually see trains going, if it's not making sense right now. I need to place my depots too, actually. That's something to remember. I also need to block out my track a little bit more nicely. This is just so trains can move smoothly along. And we'll do a similar thing here. We don't need to have smaller spacing on these ones because these are relatively going to be far apart trains. Oh wait, is that going the wrong way? Whoops, it is going the wrong way. Oh, there and there. So there we go, we've connected up these two towns. So let's actually get a train going. Hey Spud, just thought I'd say hi while I catch up on the Russia series. Hey, welcome. Hey Bridget, how's it going? How is she cutting? So now we've connected up these two towns, and we can do some fun stuff. I'm gonna want a station in here. I'm gonna capture wood in it too, which would be quite nice. But you can see when you're on a flat map, you can make much more complicated train track designs, which allow you to get a lot more trains going. All right, that did cost us like 1,500 coin, and we don't even have our depots up. So we want to connect our depot like this, so that a train leaving a station can easily get to a depot. I messed up and placed this incorrectly. This actually needs to go back a tile to give room for this train to get up into it, like that. There we go. So this is our depot. This is going to want to be two-way signal.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Hey, what's up, Fedra 907? So you can have trains can roll in here. They can't roll out this direction, but they can roll in from the depot into this station. I'm going to want to also grab waiting rooms here in these stations, just to increase the number of population they capture. I'll grab this station too, and I'll drop a waiting room. And we'll get our first trains going. I'm going to want another depot over here. I like to have depots at every station, particularly as they leave, so if I spot a train, I can pick it up. Ruff, my grandmother's Bridget's mother, died recently, but Russia looks good. I like the series, very expansion on the home front is key. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope your family's doing okay. I hope you guys make it through without too much pain. And I hope she was well up until the end. How do I transition from that to making more trains? So I'm gonna make a Pullman here. Since we don't have to deal with too many hills, I'm gonna do 5 cars per train. I'm gonna set the orders here. I want you to go to station 2, and then I want you to go to station 1. I've been really enjoying the Russia series. It's pretty fun. It's pretty enjoyable. The game has been going really well, although I think the next few episodes are gonna be kind of hairy. Alright, so let's roll out this train here, and we can demonstrate that we are in fact not crazy and that this does work. So we'll just follow this train. The train rolls up. Something you can do is add waypoints to make it a little bit more obvious for trains to know which way they're going, but they should, generally speaking, figure out the way around the track. And this is a 3-way cloverleaf. There is 4-way cloverleafs, and there's 4-way super cloverleafs that I want to build too. We'll build that here, unless people get bored and ask me to do something else. But yeah, like anything else now, I can have like a crazy amount of trains going along this track here. In fact, I'll probably get a second train here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wagons. And we'll do the same thing. I'll tell you, go to Lancaster, and then Southport. Go. Second train rolls out, picks up the 40 people here. Thanks, catch you on Civ. I liked a few other videos, including this. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Bridget. I appreciate it. I'll see you. I hope to see you in the comments again. And now we have trains, and now we can start building more complicated cloverleafs. But this is basically a 3. I should do a tutorial video. Do you know how many views I would get if I did a cloverleaf tutorial video? Probably a crazy amount, because building these is always really difficult for someone to learn, but I hope I kind of explained it well. I hope Civ 6 gets an expansion sometime soon. I've started playing VP a lot more since 6 feels a wee bit stale. I kind of feel the same way. I think Civ 6 is feeling very, very stale. I think the patches have been good, but I feel like it's been more like putting bandages on a gunshot wound. You know what I mean? Like there's fundamental problems with the game that need to be... Oh my god, my microphone. Stop. There's fundamental problems with the game that need to be addressed before it's like really... I don't know, before it feels like it's ready, like it's like before... I don't know. I don't want to say the game feels unfinished, but the game kind of feels like not... I don't know if I want to say unfinished. I think unfinished is maybe a bit unfair, but it feels incomplete, maybe? Maybe, I think incomplete is probably the fairest way to say it. We're going to link up Lincoln here, just for funsies. It's a tiny little town, but mainly we're going to be picking up the forest here. So we have 2 good trains going between these 2 towns. Let's see if we can't bring some track up to here. So what I will do is I will grab this station. And I will tell you that's just fine there. That's just fine there. So I will tell you to come on. Play nice with me. Sometimes the road, the train track building mechanics are a little bit unkind to the player. But this is going to be the way out, and then the way in is going to be a loop. It's going to be a bit of an awkward loop actually, because there's a goddamn forest in the way. So I might have to go around the forest. So let's oh man, forest, come on, you're busting my balls here. Alright, well we'll loop back this way a little bit then, before we loop out. Like that. Get you to meet up. Oh, that's right, I need to redesign this now. You always want to do the inner track first. That was my mistake. Like that. Hi Potato, just thought I'd stop in for a bit, and as usual you're making astute observations about Civ. This game looks fun. It is a really, really fun game. It's really, really enjoyable. But it's good to see you again. Let's see if we can do this. Flatten out the terrain. Link this bad boy up. Come on. Play nice. There we go. So we've got a 3rd town locked up. I'm probably going to leave this as 3 towns so that I can show you maybe a more complicated 4-way cloverleaf with maybe a few other towns or something. We'll leave this as a 3-town setup. But these guys are going to want to exit this way, and then they want to come in this way. Nope, that way please. Other way, come on. Play nice. There we go. Like so. And so now trains should be able to roll in and roll out. I'll even put a little halfway, and it'll disappear on me. Trying to remember, how did I do this depot setup? You were like that, okay. A little bit awkward because I've already done like this weird sort of thingy here. If I can do this, I will make these 2 ways. Come on, be 2-way for me. Come on. Come on. There we go. And then we will put a depot here. Rotate that. So this depot will service this train station. We'll get a new engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if it's more efficient. I think with a bigger train, these coach cars are more efficient. I can't tell though. So we will tell this train to go from Lincoln to Lancaster. And I'm actually really interested in this route. I haven't actually tested this extensively, but I'm curious, is the train smart enough to know to go back and then forward and then know to turn right in order to go left? That's something I'm really interested in if I need to do waypointing. So usually in these kind of games, the train pathfinding, you will almost have to do some waypointing if the track is really complicated. No, but it looks like this train had no problem realizing that it needed to turn right to go left. So it went all the way around, it went just fine. It'll pick up some passengers over here. Pick up, drop off, launch. Huh. Why did you go into the depot? That's really curious. I don't have an explanation for that. Why don't you go straight through? Did I not connect this up correctly? This is connected up. There is a route here. So why are you being weird? How do I set up a... Did I miss something while I was in the bathroom? No, not really. One of my trains is being weird. I need to figure out how to tell it to... See if I can select train 3. Orders. Skip actual command. Yeah, so I want you to go past this then. So I want you to skip to this. So can you get to here? Are you smart enough to get to here? Come on, little train. Okay, you made it. Will you turn right? You will. Okay, so this train needed a little bit of help getting over to Lincoln. It got stuck on this depot. Oh, I see what the problem is. Aha! One of my signals was wrong. That's why the train got confused. There you go. So it wasn't the train being dumb, it was me. Someone said you were talking about Civ. I was saying that I don't think Civ feels like Civ 6. It doesn't feel like it's unfinished. It just feels incomplete. And that's kind of different in a nuanced fashion. It's not that... How do I delete orders again? Like that. There we go. So this train... So we've got three trains going between 3 cities. Although these 2 cities are kind of higher throughput, so I only have one going to here. But yeah, there you go. This is how you link up a 3-way cloverleaf. Now I need to try and remember how to build a 4-way cloverleaf. That's a much more complex thingy, but it can hold a much higher level of traffic without slowing them down. And the big advantage of this is if we look at train 3 here, for example, its speed should never really go down too much as it goes around the cloverleaf. It's up to 60, still at 60. It loses a little bit of speed going up. And that's the main advantage of these sort of designs, is the trains never lose any speed going around them. See the nice high speed. So let's see if we can find 4 cities relatively close together. Here's a bunch of them. They're not really in the arrangement that I would like, though, to show you the 4-way cloverleaf. I could do a 3-way cloverleaf with a 4-way cloverleaf here to really show off how to do it. To show you how to chain cloverleafs together to make super complicated rail networks. Takes a long time to build, though, is the problem. Or I could even hijack off this system. I could build another cloverleaf over here in order to link up Leicester, and then Leicester would have its own maybe unique bypass connection to connect Kirkcaldy. What do you think? Do you think we do another cloverleaf over here to connect up Leicester, or do you want to see a 4-way? I think you guys want to see a 4-way. Just finding a good spot for these is always the tricky part. Let's see. Well, this could do if I... No, that's only really suitable for a 3-way. I tell you what, just for the sake of it, we'll actually continue to build off this set of track here. So we're going to connect Leicester to these stations here. So we're going to want another cloverleaf. Where exactly do we position it? I think we'll do an inverted version of what we have here. So I'll wait for this train to pass by. There we go. I will delete these tracks here. I will then raise the terrain twice. Then I will build a tunnel. Like that. Okay. I will kill some track this way. Oh no, I did this wrong. These tunnels shouldn't be here. God damn it. That was a waste of money. Tunnels should be going this way. I'm a dummy. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh my god. That's absolutely not what I wanted to do. Whoops. Bit of a misclick there. Just burnt a load of money building these tunnels. So I want to go from this tile to here. There we go. Okay. Come on, don't be weird. Train tracks. So, similar sort of deal over here. We need to create a smoothened out gradient to prevent discontent from the trains who don't like going up tall hills. So I'll do this and then this, like so. And so again, if we're coming in from the right and we want to turn, I need to remember how is this done. So this one is going to I need to usually it helps if I actually have the tracks in place because it helps me think about it. So if you want to go to the right, that's actually a fairly easy endeavor. I can just turn you to the right. There you go. You're now going to the right. If you're going to the left, you need to do a bit of a loop-to-loop. So you can come up here and turn that way. Okay. And then a sort of similar thing for this train. Except this is for if you want to go to the left, you go out to the right. Like so. I've got another interchange, and now we should be able to get up over to Leicester to connect it. We will have the train station on the north side of the town. Get that in place. Stick it down here. We will build the waiting room extension right there. We will double the width of the said station so that it can handle a higher throughput of traffic. So the way out here, one tile, 1, 2, 3, one tile, 1, 2, 3, like that. Out one, turn, like so, connect up like there, come from here, come on, play nice little train track, come on, there we go. So that's not the track I want to connect with, is it? I have to bring up the second one so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, that is the track I want to connect with there. Like so. And then I will... There we go. So now I've got another city connected to my network. I just need trains and stuff to actually get it linked up properly. I'll go ahead and rotate this so this is the good spot, and then I want to move back one tile in order to get it properly linked up to both entrances. Like this. And like this. There we go. I could even move this back further, but this looks comfortable to me. So, signals. We need to do signals. Signals are very, very important. Generally speaking, anytime your track splits, you're going to want signals to try and prevent big chunks of track being occupied by one train. So again, anytime a track splits, before and after a track splits is usually a good time to do it. Ah, these aren't actually properly connected here. That's a good catch. You know, that'll be fine. I like to also do them at the entrances and exits to tunnels, so I'll actually delete these ones a little bit too. There we go. So let's do more of these. Aha, yes. Intersection here. Hey, come on, play nice. The game is really well done. I think it's a little bit buggy though. Sometimes when you click on things, it doesn't exactly work. But you know, I think for an early access game that came out, I think it was made by one dude. I think he's a guy from the Czech Republic, or I think it's called Czechia now. But what are you gonna say? It's a really great little game. I like it a lot. Alrighty, keep going here, connecting up things. We'll swivel to the right. So you need to be two-wayed, and then you'll be that way. I want to make sure, because misclicking can be devastating here for causing your trains chaos. So every time you add to your track, you're going to want to watch a train go to make sure you didn't make a mistake and the train doesn't get lost. So we'll click on this depot. There we go. We will get a 260 porter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will tell the train I want you to go to station 4. Then I want you to go to this signal. And this is just me directing the train to make sure it's going the right way. Then from this signal, I want you to go to this station. From this station, I want you to make a turn here. You can see the arrow tells you which side it's going to turn, so that's kind of why I'm doing that. If I could just get rid of that 5 arrow now. So the train is now on the right track, and it shouldn't make any strange turns, so it should be able to make it all the way back to station 4, which is over here. So there you go, that's all the orders we need to get that train going. We'll press 4 and we'll follow the train a little bit on its first journey. Hey, no, literally nobody likes the name Czechia. That was an idiotic government decision without any public polling. Listen, dude, I agree with you. I don't like the name Czechia. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's a very good name at all. We'll collect our first reward here. Oh, we get some more trains. So this train should be able to make it no problem. Are you from the Czech Republic, Lazuli? Is that why you feel so strongly about this? I had a friend of mine from the Czech Republic. His name was Jakub. Fuck, I can't remember how to say his name. It was a hard to not pronounce name. It was like Jakub or something. These Slavic names. So you should make it back now, no problems. So train 2, it doesn't look like train 2 is picking up a whole lot of people. So I might actually change train 2's orders here. If I can just pause the game here. I'm actually going to delete station 1 order, and I'm going to tell it to turn right here. Then I want you to go over to station 4. Then I want you to turn right here. No, that's not where I said. I want this one. There we go. So I'm going to change this train's order so it'll go to a different it'll go on a different route, because it looks like this route needs more people servicing in, because it's got a lot of built up people. But there we go. We've used 2 clover leaves to connect up our cities. We're probably going to want to build a... Probably would have been better if we... It would have been more efficient if we had turned this into a 4-way clover leaf. They're a little bit more complicated to build, but they work a bit better for this sort of thing. But you can do a double 3-way clover leaf, and it works just as well. You can see it allows traffic to pass in multiple directions without ever causing trains to cross each other's paths. And every time trains cross each other's paths, it makes things really awkward. What's my opinion on the European Union? That's a long conversation. I work between Czech Republic, Poland, and Germany, actually, all lovely countries. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're all great places. Good people, lots of beer, happy cultures and all that sort of thing. I've known people from all of those countries. All of them good people. Okay. My opinion on the European Union is generally positive. I think there are some negative aspects, but I think generally speaking the positive things outweigh the negatives. I think that's a fairly reasonable viewpoint. Okay, this place needs actually a lot of trains to service it. So what I might do is get a train to go from Lancaster to Leicester. So let's get another train here. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll send you from Leicester you're going to be going to this tile here. You'll make your way along. I'm just adding in extra orders to make sure my trains don't get lost. You'll turn right here. Then you'll go to Lancaster. Then you're going to turn, then you're going to go to this piece of track. You're going to make your way along. Oh, I forgot to make a way for the trains to turn right. Whoops. Bit of an oversight there, but it's an easy fix. There you go. That happens. We'll do this. We'll get rid of that as a consequence. Alrighty. So you went to 5, then I will tell you to go to here. You probably don't need to do this as granular as I'm doing it right now, but I find it just, maybe it'll help the trains make their way to the stations correctly. So then he should be able to make his way back, no problem. Maybe Northern Ireland will join Ireland because of the UK leaving the EU, otherwise there might be a bloody conflict again. I don't know about that. I don't know if you see, that's the sort of solution that makes sense, and that just really isn't applicable to politics in Ireland, particularly if you're dealing with Northern Ireland. A lot of sort of like nationalism and emotion tied up in those sort of things. Okay, so I'll also get another train going from Leicester to the humble little town of Lincoln. So let's go in here and we'll pick up some more things. I think there is a possibility that there will be a united Ireland. I don't know necessarily if that will be a consequence of Brexit or the British leaving the EU. 4, 5. So we've got 5 here. We're going to send you over to Leicester. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more of a complicated trade route because it's quite a bit further than we're used to. So you're going to go down that piece of track. You're going to make your way all the way to here. You're going to turn around. You're going to turn right here. There you go. You should make it with those orders. I think it's actually a relatively straightforward piece of. Oh no, that number 4 would do a lot of damage. You only need to turn there. There we go. So this train should now. We now have 4 trains servicing just Leicester to connect it to all of these other stations. We have a train going between Lincoln and Lancaster and Southport. So you can see we have like these two trains were basically able to pass each other without ever slowing down, even though they're... Whoa, what are you doing? Aha, see? I found a signal that was pointed the wrong way. There you go, buddy. You can turn around now. This happens sometimes. It's not the end of the world. Sensible politics isn't in fashion anywhere right now. Yeah, but in particular, it's never been in fashion in Ireland, let me tell you. Sensible politics went out of fashion before it came into fashion here. Okay, so we just got some more of these logs. Wasn't I supposed to play Civ? Can't believe some politicians want to abolish killer games. Killer games? Like games with killing in them? So you can see, we're still not even pulling enough. I think we're starting to pull enough passengers out of Leicester now. These trains are moving along. And here's going to be another example. So, see, this is how signals work. This train, one of the trains reserved the track, one of them didn't. It does slow one of the trains down, but it means the trains can move past each other with relative ease. There's going to be another minor traffic jam here. But it means there's never ever a really long period of trains stopping, right? There's a relative flow to the traffic of the train network, which I think is really ideal. It's what you're looking for. I think I can kind of sympathize with politicians wanting to ban certain things if they don't understand them. It's because like what usually happens is they're misled. Is they're misled on the nature of those games and like what they're actually about and like what the science is around them. So I don't blame them necessarily. I blame the people who are supposed to be informing them. We could actually set up a really nice train loop to get tools dropped off here so we can start doing upgrades. I would also like to actually connect up Kirkcaldy, although I might just do Kirkcaldy to Leicester. I think that would be a reasonable little train track. So let me go in here. We'll do a station right there, and we will double the station. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, we want to come out like this. We want to loop back like this, and like this. No, not like this. Don't do this to me, game. Don't be mean. Play nice. Come on. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to connect up here like that. And like that. This will be where the depot goes. In fact, we could probably get away with removing a piece of track here. And then putting the depot like that. So is that what you guys call them in Belgium and Germany and stuff? So you call them killer games? That seems like a really disingenuous name for the games. They're games with killing, not killer, James. The generational gap in politics and citizenry is horrible now. We have people regulating games and the internet don't understand them. I think it's really I think it's actually kind of down to young people just not participating in politics at the level. Whoa, we got train stoppages. Train 5, where are you going to? Okay, you should be able to go just fine, Train 5. Come on. I think it's just like young people don't participate in politics as much as maybe older people do, and so the views of young people aren't represented as much as they should be. Maybe that's like the reason there's like a generational gap in politics. Okay, yeah, you're fine. I don't know what the game's complaining about. Yeah, you made it just fine. Shut up, game. Leave me alone. Ah, this town just grew. You can see here. The town, I believe the town just got bigger. Yep. See, the number is close to 0. That means the town just got bigger. Lincoln's also growing quite well. I do participate in Belgium. People are forced to vote. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Because I can see that being both a bad thing and a good thing. Like, it's good that everyone participates in democracy, but it's bad that the people participating in democracy are being forced to, so they don't give a shit, so they might not vote in like ways that make sense, you know? Okay, so we want to connect up Kirkcaldy to Leicester. So we'll do another 3-way cloverleaf, just because, you know, they're all the rage right now. So we want to be able to go straight. Let's clear out some of this track. So we want these 2 tracks gone, plus the tracks on either side. We will then raise things up 1 notch here. We will do that. That will create a mountainous, rocky type terrain. Sometimes uninformed people vote for stupid parties like the NBA, a succession party that wants to throw out all immigrants. They have like 20% now. I don't know. I don't know if I call those people stupid. I think you're not likely to convince them that they're wrong if you call them stupid. Which is ultimately the goal, right? You want them to not do what they're doing. So in order to turn around like this, there we go. Because like if you call someone stupid, like the conversation ends, right? And that's like you don't ever talk about like an issue. You just say, you're stupid, I'm done talking to you, and then they're done talking to you, and then you guys never actually have a conversation, right? That's why I don't really agree with calling people stupid. Even if I feel like these are like the stupidest person I've ever met in my life, I'll do my best not to call them stupid. Now I will sometimes. I'm not perfect, and I will call people stupid sometimes, but I try not to. I'm trying to remember. How did I do this again? Did I mess up already? So, right, I need to do this. Because they are the most in the news and get a lot of attention, people will vote for them. Funny how news attention can help for shit candidates like Donald Trump. Whew. Stupid parties for not stupid people. How do I turn off? Oh no, I clicked a button. I clicked a button and it didn't go right. I'm sorry. Don't you want to change the grading on that hill? Yes, that is going to be... Oh, you're right. I'm dumb. I fucking put the cart before the horse. Whoops. Alright, we'll clear that out. I would have noticed that eventually, but... Dumbo potato. Alrighty. Zinc. Zinc. There we go. That makes more sense. Like so. This is sort of a different take on the way I did it over here. I think that's why it's kind of throwing me off. Yeah. It's an issue, so I need to pull you back a little bit. Back to there. Oh god, what have I done? No! This is definitely not what I wanted to do. This is definitely not okay. I'm trying to get these to connect up in a nice way that looks like reasonable. So like this, come on. There we go. That looks quite nice. And then we want this too. Come on. Are you kidding me? There we go. So, let's lay out the signals here. Oh, I need to fix this. A little bit of fixing to do. Thanks for pointing that out, Jessica. I appreciate it. I would have I would have left it the wrong way if I hadn't had somebody tell me for a little bit of time. All right, so a little awkward to do this kind of thing, but it is necessary. Okay, so this is all got pointing in the right direction. This one is unnecessary. So if you want to turn right, you go this way. If you want to turn left, you go this way. And we'll do linkages. Ah, I need more track. Oop. Not like that. Don't do that, game. Come on. Play nice. Like so. Why would you throw out all the immigrants when we have a labor shortage on some jobs, like jobs we can do but don't want to, like tomato pickers? Immigrants from poorer countries will probably do it. Meant racist. You know, I think the big argument against immigration, from what I've heard, is that for people who are poor, it makes their their labor cheaper, right? So like it makes poor people less, it like hurts poor people's wealth because there's immigrants who will be willing to do the same work for less or something, right? Something like that. I think that's the general complaint that people, particularly like people who are underprivileged socio-economically, that's kind of their argument against immigrant labor. You're not dumb, you were just distracted. You just can't finish telling us not to call others stupid, but now you're calling yourself dumb. You're allowed to call yourself dumb. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? That's an exception to the rule. Okay, so this track needs to be properly signaled a little bit. Like so. There we go, that'll provide arrows and stuff. We've got another cloverleaf. This will allow more trains to pass through. I'm probably just going to do like 1 or 2 trains that connect Kirkcaldy and Leicester. So, let's get you guys going out this way. There we go. And we'll go to here. Let's see here. Everyone has to get the same paycheck in Belgium, no matter what race. I think, yeah, that's correct. I think the thing is though, like let's say that what they'll do. So how it works is, right? Let's say we have a job for, I don't know, picking tulips or whatever. I guess that's a reasonably like Belgian or Dutch thing, right? And let's say it's 10 euros per hour, okay? You get paid 10 euro an hour to pick tulips. When immigrant labor comes, the people who run the tulip farms or whatever, they can lower the wages to like, I don't know, 9.50 euro per hour. And immigrants, because they're usually more willing to work for a little bit less than the native population, even though they're not paying like the new people differently. They've just lowered the price of the job for everyone, and then the people who live here don't want to do it anymore. And yeah, and that's true too, Lazuli. People work off the book too. That's another problem. That's like a separate sort of similar. Did I do this wrong? Did I do this wrong? Come in. No, it just looks wrong. This is fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. Just because I usually come in from a different angle, so things look a bit weird. But yeah, so it's not that they're like targeting the immigrants with lower wages. It's just everyone's all low skilled labor jobs get paid less well for everyone, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. Anyway, got our cloverleaf here. Oh, we're starting to get a pretty nice network here. Let's see if we can go into our depot. grab Depot 5, we'll create a new train. We do actually have enough money to, build 200 pieces of track, get some coal tokens, and deliver 100 logs. We'll be doing that in a minute. For this one, let's get a Baldwin, just for fun, and one of these is worth about 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick 1, 2, 3, so that'll be 50. My other trains are doing 60 or 40 people. This one will do 54. I can math, good me. Okay, so you want you to go to Kirkcaldy. You will come out this way. You will loop all the way over to this 3-way cloverleaf. I want you to turn right. It's kind of easier to do this in this mode. I want you to turn right at the cloverleaf. Then I want you to come up to this station in Leicester. Then when you come back, I want you to go through this signal piece of track. Okay, great. And then that should be you. You're good to go. So let's speed up time and watch you go. I like to watch the train on the very first journey they do. I wish there was a way to throw the grass back or make the train fit in with the countryside more. The grass does grow back over time. If I sit here and watch, see the grass coming back? So the grass does grow back. So the train's on its merry way. Now this particular train, it's actually a lot faster than my other trains. You can see here, this is 80, 99, 90 miles per hour, whereas my other trains are 75. Although I do believe when a train turns a corner, it loses some of its speed. So you want to use like more gentle corners. It's not a huge issue, but it's a minor thing. Let's see here. Our government forces adjustments for buying power for all workers. For example, products become 3% more expensive. We get 3% more minimum wage. Oh, so is your minimum wage tied to... Is your minimum wage tied to inflation? Is that how that works? I've heard of things like that. I didn't know it was actually in practice anywhere. So I think we have enough passenger rail now, I think, with all these guys, that I feel confident maybe we could start getting some of these wood tokens and upgrading our trains. We want to move the wood from here and here into this sawmill. Then we want to move the planks from the sawmill into this tool works. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'll start with the Cardiff forest. So let's go ahead and grab a nice station here. It's going to be relatively expensive to build this in the forest. We'll build a 2-way station. So again, right in, right out. So this is going to be my loop. Hooray, it's just hard to tell in strategic view. Yup, it's tied to inflation. I'm a simple man. I like the grass to grow. I like the grass to grow. Liberals don't like it though, but I am a socialist, so everything is good for me. I don't really like to think of things like that way. I think there are merits to basically every viewpoint, and the trick is the trick isn't asking the question is, do we, what's better, socialism or conservatism or liberalism or whatever your flavor of the week political ideology is. I think we should be asking the question like, is this the right political approach for the situation we are in? I'm going to clear out a bunch of land here. Like, is this a situation that requires conservatism? Is this a situation that requires, does this particular situation require, like, should we use a socialist or liberal leaning when we make policy about this particular situation? Why should we use a particular thingy when we're in this particular situation? I think those are the kind of questions we want to be asking. I don't think we should be like, my team is winning, so I'm happy. I think that's unhelpful. Maybe unhelpful. So we're actually going to do something a little bit different here. Am I ready to make a 4-way clover for this station? There is more wood here. So yeah, let's do a 4-way. So these are significantly more complicated, and I'm going to need to look at a picture again to try and remind myself how to do it. Yeah, you want a toolbox you can choose from, not a hammer for everything. Exactly, you want like... So like sometimes maybe the conservative approach is the right approach to a particular issue. Maybe, you know, there are certain circumstances where you want to do things in a conservative manner. And maybe there's circumstances where you want to do things in a liberal manner. But I think, you know, you want to judge the circumstances, not the ideology, right? You want to look at, because I feel like we've seen like really, really good examples of ideological thought. God, that word is so hard to say. Ideological thought applied universally, you know, Nazi Germany, Soviet Union, and we've seen the catastrophic failure of those things, right? Like the catastrophic failure of socialism, of communism, all these things. Like we've seen the catastrophic failure, and so it's pretty obvious to me then that there are situations where these things are obviously not good, but there's also situations where they're valid. Anyway, that's how I feel. I could be wrong. I could be talking out my butt. 3-way clover leaf. Or I want a 4-way clover leaf. I'm trying to remember how to make these things. Let's see. Yep, I remember now. I had to look at a picture to try and remind myself how to do these. So what we want to do, these are quite complicated actually. It's probably going to take me a bit of time here to remember how to do it. I'm going to flatten out just a little bit more terrain, give myself that little bit more room. I'll take this picture. Socialism have the poor rights, so when we help them, they can buy more products, more income from companies, and more income from governments. Yeah, that seems like a fairly logical thought, but you apply that to a logical extreme and it becomes craziness, is my belief. Ideological polarization is the reason US politics are paralyzed right now. I don't know if that's the exact correct assessment, but I think that's like along the right lines of the correct assessment. I think political polarization is basically right. Yeah, when will we stream Civ? I'm going to make the 4-leaf clover and then I'll probably do Civ. I just want to show the example of how to do it so I can try to remember myself. So basically, to describe the problem that we have here, we have tracks, okay, and they're intersecting. Intersecting tracks is bad. Every time your tracks intersect, there is a potential for a crash. There is a potential... I'll probably switch over to Civ here in a moment. There is a potential for a crash, and there is a potential for just general traffic, right? So you never want trains to be going in different directions on the same piece of track, okay? You always want your trains to be able to flow naturally. So, let's think about a solution to this problem. I like the idea of doing something like this. I'm going to come back 3 tiles here. I'm going to play around with this to see what I can do. Let us lower the terrain. Is that what I wanted to do? Did I do that wrong? Maybe. Yes, I did. That was actually just a big mistake for me. So what I want to do is I wanted to do this. This is what I wanted to do. The design of that cloverleaf is complicated and it will take me some time to try and remember how to do it. So I'd appreciate your patience. So exactly, we need to go down 3 times here. So this is 10, this one will be 7. There we go. This one needs to go down twice. And then this one needs to go down once. Same thing on this side. We will go down another 2 times here. We'll go down twice here. like so. So now we have the ability, so now we have a way to transfer straight. So if we take from the perspective of this, of a train coming from this direction. I'm not going to build the tunnels yet because they're expensive. But basically, this train can take a tunnel to go straight through to somewhere else. This train may also want to turn to the right. So we want to take steps to allow the train to do that. But we can't put that in yet because we need to ask the question. Let's say the train goes up through here. How does this train go to the left? Well, it's actually kind of a simple solution. We just kind of loop the train around like this. If I can get it to play nice with me here. Come on, play nice. Like this. Will you do it from here? I'm trying to just get it to line up. There we go. Right, that'll do. So now we have this train, okay? This train can go straight through the tunnel, straight on this way. This train can turn to the right in order to go left. And then we need to get all these clover leaves in before we really do anything else, though. It's kind of a thing here. So we need something similar over here. Right, we need to smooth out some terrain, like so. 16 days till the revolution, which caused so many lives. What is that? Which revolution is that? There was a lot of revolutions around this time in history. Okay, so there is the second portion. There's the second loop of the cloverleaf. This loop, I believe... What does this loop do? Did I connect that incorrectly? I think I may have connected this one incorrectly. No. This loop allows trains coming this way to turn to the left. Yeah, right. Yes. Building these is actually kind of complicated and it's taxing for your brain, so forgive me for not remember exactly. I remember now how to do them. There we go. So this is the cloverleaf design. This allows trains to go in two directions, and how you complete the cloverleaf design is actually quite simple. Like this. And now trains can go in any direction they want. Too bad that the game doesn't allow you to build a model of what you want, so you don't lose a lot of money in the design phase. Yeah, that's true, but I think part of these games is like learning how to build effectively. And so I don't mind losing a little bit of cash. So we built a major interchange here. This can hold a lot of traffic in terms of trains. Don't want that there. I mean, do you guys want me to play Civ? I can switch over. I don't particularly mind. I suppose I did say Civ in the stream title, so maybe I should switch, just so I'm not called fake news. All right, let me clear out a little bit here. Oof, we're getting up to the edge of our budgetary limit, like this. And there you go. Now we have a four-way cloverleaf. This can handle trains coming from any direction, going to any direction. The October Revolution is almost 100 years old, 16 days left. Oh, you meant 16 days in real life. I thought you were talking about in-game. I was like, what happened in July 1924? Probably a lot happened in July 1924. But now you can see, there is wood stockpiling up here. We built our cloverleaf. And we'll probably switch over to Civ here in a moment. I'm just going to quickly see if I can't get some I need actually, in order to make this work, I need to do some minor tweaks, because this is the in track, so this in track actually needs to kind of skirt the station a little bit. And I don't know if this station is going to be in range now. No, I'm going to have to push this back a tile. So I'll build a piece of the station first. There. Like so. But you can see the basic idea. We transport wood from here to here, and then bringing this up this way to the tool works. So that's kind of the basic loop. But so yeah, that was kind of me showing off Mashinky for 2 hours. I think I'll switch over to some Civ. I have a question for your Russian game. How come you haven't been building campuses? Is the science irrelevant to the religious victory? Yeah, science is largely irrelevant to the religious victory, so I just haven't been building science buildings. I just don't need them. They're not necessary. I've just been getting faith in production because that's all you need to build military units to keep yourself alive. And yeah, it just didn't seem like it was needed. But anyway, there's a cloverleaf. I'll probably do like a tutorial video on how to make these things. In Mashinky, because it seems like a lot of people are struggling making these sorts of cloverleaf designs, and even these like relatively simple three-way easy flow traffic designs are kind of lost on people. Because look, we have trains going all past each other, no problem. Like these two trains, they're gonna bump, they're gonna high five as they pass each other. It's fantastic. You have trains going every which way, no problems at all. Actually, curiosity, can these grow? Ah, yes, I can add. Oh, I can add to these and make them better. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Oh, that's super cool. Anyway, we'll call an end to this Mashinky portion of this stream. I'll save this game. Ah, that's a loading button. Whoops. See if I can't go here. We'll call this stream save 1. Alright. So then let's exit out here. I have a quiz for you guys. Let us get a straw poll. Civ 5 or Civ 6? Civ 5, Civ 6. Potato is option 4. Civ 6 has a Belgium mod. Do you want me to go get the Belgium mod and play Belgium floor? Will that make you happy? Alright, let's do it. Civ 6 mods. So proud, it even has our second worst king ever as leader. Who is it, King Leopold? Oh no, Leopold. He was a bad dude. So let's see here. Let's see if I can bring this up onto the stream actually. Let me close down Mashinky. And then see if I can't bring this up. Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. So, let's see here. The Congo Free State. Culture bomb adjacent tiles when completing a commercial hub, harbour or plantation inside friendly territory. Gain the Force Publique unique unit when they research the colonialism civic. Industrial Furrow. Commercial hub and industrial zone districts provide +1 housing. Industrial zone regional buildings reach 3 tiles farther and provide +1 population when completed. Holy crap! It even has our second worst. Play what you want. Who's the worst too? What do you guys think? Do you want to do a Belgium? Do a Belgium? Did I post the straw poll? Did I actually do that? Refresh. We got 2 votes for Civ 6, unfortunately. We will be doing a Civ 5 stream after, like, the next stream will be Civ 5. I like to alternate so that I don't play too much of any one game. So let's get the Belgians. Why not? It'll make Floor happy. Ooh, it's pretty late. I'm getting tired. No worries, man. I knew it would be fun for you. Belgian cam in Civ 6. That's fine. I have to figure out. Let me see if I can type a really long message. Hello, lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum. I want to reposition my chat. I can't really. It's in like the most convenient place. I guess I could resize it. And move it there. Is chat still readable there? Civ 6 main theme is so good. It is really good. Is chat still readable after I moved it like that? I just wanted to be in a good spot for people to be able to read. I think somebody said that there's no need for me to have a chat overlay if I read out the chat, but like the only reason I read them out is so people know which one I'm responding to. What time is it for me? It is 10 minutes to 11. So let's check our mods here. I forgot to make sure I have it turned on. Where's Belgian? Did it not work? Okay, I am subscribed to the Belgian. Ah, here it is. Belgian is enabled. Can't wait to buy it on Black Friday. Can't wait to buy what? Oh, you're going to be buying Civ 6? Isn't it weird that we have Black Friday now in Europe? Isn't that like an distinctly American thing? It's kind of weird. Is chat still readable for you guys? I don't know if it is or not. In the video feed, I mean. Alright, single player, great game. Leopold, here you are, good buddy. What do you think? We do fairly standard map? We'll do like a we'll do a greatest Earth map. We will do a TSL. Where's TSL? TSL, here we go. TSL with Belgium. I wonder if Belgium has its TSL turned on. It sucks, and I should apologize for it. What? Should you buy deluxe? I think that's really kind of a decision you have to make for yourself. I was given the game as a gift, so I can't really like make a statement. One of my friends bought it for me because I didn't buy the game, so I'm not really in a position to tell you whether or not I think it was a worthwhile purchase for me. I've got my fun out of it, but it was a gift, so I can't say, you know, buy the game. I think it's kind of a if you think you can get enjoyment out of it. Did you check if it's compatible, Potato? Yeah, I think Finn was here earlier. Finn's from Germany. He said that he has a similar computer, and he said his one works just fine with it. He has like a MacBook from 2013, and his works just fine. So you should be okay to go for it. Black Friday's American, also the worst. Yeah. So let's do greatest Earth map. We will do this many AIs. Maybe we'll just do like a European civilization AI. Like we could have Frederick. We could have Catherine. We just have Europe. We'll do Poland. Where's good old... I think I'll do Pericles. I like Pericles. Where's Trajan? There you are, Trajan. So we've got Belgium, Germany, France, Poland, Greece, Rome, Spain, I think. Oh, can't have Europe without England. At least they tried. At least they tried that. We'll have Harold. Did you check if it's compatible with Earth? I don't know. We'll find out. I thought you were meant to check if it's compatible. Somebody asked me about like the specs for a MacBook and Civilization, so I thought that's what you were asking me. We'll find out if it's compatible. We'll have Russia. I feel like I'm missing someone. Now we'll just do like a Europe game. Well, let's see if this works real quick. Oh, right, I forgot Spain. I'll go back and I'll reload. I'm just making sure that true start location works with Belgium. And someone in the Middle East? I could do that. I'm curious as to what this Force Publique unit is. I can emphatically state that it does not work. Okay. So we know it doesn't work now. Alright, so we'll turn off true start location. That was really nice of your friend to buy you Civ 6. I don't think your channel will be doing as well without it. Well, I probably would have bought it myself, but my friend got it for me just because he was like, I want to play with you. And I was like, alright, go right ahead and buy that thing. I'm going to turn off true start. I'm going to say map generator. At that point, it doesn't matter what civs we have, so I'll just like randomize. I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 civs. Well, 10 feels like a nut. I'll go for 8. 8 is a good number. What difficulty? I think I'll just do Emperor, because I'm lazy. I will go up to 12 city-states. We will... We'll leave all this stuff standard. I'll say, you know, I'll say generate all this stuff, just so it's different. Adds a bit of variety to the thingy. Alrighty, that looks good to me. This isn't Mashinky. It isn't. It says Mashinky and Civ. We finished Mashinky, Morbus. You missed it. You blew it. Alright, so I think Emperor is fine. I don't feel like playing against Deity. In fact, I might even go down to King because I'm lazy, but I'll play Emperor. Oh, right. I need to actually change my capture settings right now. Hold on. Mouse, come on. He streamed it for like 3 hours. I streamed it for 2 hours. I was at work. This is BS. I'll stream more Mashinky, I promise. You can reload, can't you? I don't think that's an issue. Culture bomb when we complete a commercial hub, harbor, or plantation. That's really powerful. Gain the Force Publique unique unit when they research the colonialism civic. So let's have a look at some of these bonuses. If we go into... Oh, colonialism is over here somewhere. Where is it? The Belgian unique industrial unit, when Leopold II is their leader, can now be purchased with gold, ignores move cost for river crossing. So it's a 65 melee strength unit that comes from the culture tree. It's only 350 gold to buy. That's pretty good, actually. Don't use your logic with me. Don't use your non-logic with me. How dare you. Let's have a look at yields. Orange. And horses. Oh. Oh my. I think I settle in place here. This looks great. Second copy of horses over here, some good hills. Settle in place. I think I personally, the growth is nice, but I actually like the horses for the production. I will pick up animal husbandry. I'm gonna be greedy and go for the monument here. Super greed. Super greed. Do a little bit of exploring out this way. I usually don't go monument first. Oh, I kind of regret scouting to the north. I wonder if I'm in America or in... I don't know where I am. I swear this is the Earth map, though. It looks like it might be America. This could be like the Great Lakes. Steiny. Could this be mountains of some sort? Perhaps they are into the marsh. Doing a little bit of a loop here. Haven't found a goody hut yet, which feels bad. Go over there. Brussels is about to grow. I'll put you on food and production focus. That's kind of annoying that scout appeared. This could be either America. If this is Florida, this could be like America, or it could be like China. If there's an island here, then it kind of makes me think China, Korea kind of area. It's a geographic mystery. Could these mountains be mountains of some kind? I know, right? It's a real mystery. It's a real humzinger. Foreign trade. So I think this is Korea, and this is China, and then Japan's here, maybe? I think that's where we are on the map. Belgium is a little bit lost, guys. There are no mountains near Florida to speak of. Yes, exactly. That's why I don't think it's America. Although I did randomly generate the map a little bit. Let's see, mining. I just got animal husbandry. I would like archery. I want to get to commercial hubs as early as possible, because my civilization gets benefits from them, as well as apprenticeship. So, what kind of win are we going for here? Domination? Maybe. Pick up mining. Yee boy, you in China. Yeah, I think we're in China. Feels like a Chinese start. Okay, you're working the oranges. Pop up onto the hill. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like this is more and more China every time I see another piece of border. Really good land, though. How greedy do we want to be? Do we want to get a unit, or do we want to go like straight settler? I think we have a lot of really good tile improvements with builders. Go fast irrigation here. We want to get this plantation out, because it'll give us border pops. I'll pick up a fast builder. Being greedy here. Get my infrastructure going. Code of laws. I will slot in production and combat strength versus barbarians. I'm going to bring my warrior back here to keep me safe from this goddamn scout. So I'm going to pick up foreign trade. Unit. Unit? Oh. Now I don't know where I am. What's going on in here? Oh, there's a city-state over there.
Who deserves more credit?
Could this still be China? I don't know where I am. We're being so greedy. I want to pop my builder out there to say hello. Don't really care about these. I'm not naval, which is actually a big mistake. I should have been naval. Although I think... Is this lake? No, it's coast. Let's see. I want to build some units before I go for early empire. I'm kind of neglecting that portion of the game. So, pasture up. There we go, horseback riding online. I will get this improved next. We'll get started on a settler here until we get craftsmanship. We found the barbarian. It looks like we found a city-state over here. If I pop up onto this hill, I should meet it. There's Muscat. We weren't the first to find him. We'll get this pasture up. It's a 4-yield pasture. It's pretty good. Could you look at the continent names to figure out where you are? I think those are randomized. Continent Nina, Azania. Yeah, I think they're random. We can do damage to this guy though. I think I want to hold off for irrigation here. Do I? No, I don't care. I found Toronto. I was the first to find Toronto actually. That's really, really good. Means I'll be able to get like a fast granary in my capital. In fact, I might go ahead and do that. I'll lock that in.
No man ever wetted clay.
Alright, this should be a kill. Wow. Really? Alright, we got 3 pastures, boost to craftsmanship. That'll finish craftsmanship really fast. I prefer the 3 food and 1 production over the 4 food.
Skill without imagination is craftsman.
So I want to now put in the... wait, I'm gonna attack first. Because I still have the +5 advantage. And that'll get me a level. The spearman shouldn't attack. If the spearman attacks, that's just bad luck. So I'm gonna pick up the production to these guys. I'm also gonna take the production towards builders because I want to get a second builder out before I get my first settler out. I'm going to quickly go like, how long until early empire? I've got like 17 to 16 turns here. So I'll quickly get out the slinger. I want like 2 slingers maybe. Wow. Usually they don't attack, so I got kind of bad luck there, bad RNG. But I'll go like 3 slingers into a builder. Just want to find out what's down here. Send my slinger out. I wonder where this could really be. I swear I was on an Earth map, but I feel like the game is lying to me. Alright, 3rd slinger. Get some exploration done. I want to keep them fairly close to each other so they can keep each other safe. Some good land over here. Killing that unit wasn't bad luck, just good AI. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, usually the AI doesn't attack with units on encampments, so I feel like I just got kind of unlucky here. Wow, I got really unlucky with scouting. I didn't find Toronto or Carthage first, even though they're within 2 moves of my capital. I just picked a really bad scouting pattern, I guess. I went like down here and stuff. If I had just went like a little bit like, if I had went like this, I would have found all 3 of these first, but instead I only found Toronto first. It's actually pretty huge to lose that. It's like 40 gold at this point in the game that I've missed out on another like
The man who has grit enough
20 to 30 production. I honestly have no idea where I am on the map. Okay, we have 8 turns. I'm going to go for a builder. We just got irrigation, so now we can get our thingies. I'm going to pick up archery. Question is, are we going for a domination win? Yeah, we'll probably go like encampment. We'll probably go like encampment into campus in our capital. Go for some domination fun with these guys. Pop up there. Swing over here. Okay, we found America. Like the civilization of America. How are you doing? We're pretty equivalent right now. He's making more culture than me. He's got a much bigger army too. I feel like we're in an okay spot. I gotta watch out for horsemen. That's the only scary thing that's on the map right now. Diplomatic delegations. You're welcome with your fresh baked apple pies. I'll even send you my own delegation to keep you happy. Maybe you're by the Black Sea? That was kind of what I was thinking. But I honestly, I have no idea. Just I have no idea where I am on the map. I'm completely lost. Okay, we want to get the oranges up. And there they are. That'll clear out the amenity problem. I'll lock that in now because that's a good source of money. Let's see. So what do you guys think? Do you think I should go for a production capital, or do you think I should just grow my cities as tall as I can? Grassland. I think grassland suits itself. I think grassland hills suit themselves better to maybe do like lumber mills over here and mines here, and then farms on this plains area I think would be best. So I got 4 turns to burn here. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up a trader. I want to trade with Toronto to get a bit of extra, squeeze out that little bit of production. Shoot that guy. Get him. Looks like a city-state was just killed. Somebody built the Hanging Gardens. Pop up onto the hill. Let's see. What do we do with you? Purchase horses? That actually seems like a reasonable move. Purchase both horses. Because we're about to grow. Do some exploring. Lots of resources around here. Lots of cattle actually. Might go for the cattle pantheon if I can get it. If someone else doesn't take it. So there we go. Warm pastures. Run over there. I'm getting these really bad scouts. I'm not finding anything useful. No tribal villages. Pretty weak settlements as well. Although I did find cotton somewhere. Cotton over here. As well as... yeah, silver up here. Not really great on the luxuries side of things. Not ideal. That trader should finish 1 turn before the other thing. Oh, I'm in Europe. I'm in Ukraine. This is Ukraine. This is the Crimean Peninsula. This is whatever these are called. This is Turkey. This is Greece. This is like Russia is over here in Carthage. There's the whatever sea this is called. Caspian Sea? He's settling Turkey. I need to remember to put in the settler policy here.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that
Or those could be the Great Lakes since near the top of the map. I think we're in Ukraine. Since I'm not producing units, I'm going to take the discipline promotion. I'm going to start pulling my slingers back for escort reasons. I think I have enough information to make decisions. We're going to go for political philosophy next. Oh. We are going to trade with Toronto for gold and production. It'll get us get a settler ever so slightly faster. So you're making your way back to the capital. As are you. Yeah, I think we're in Russia. Question is, where's our first settlement? I feel like I want to pick up these pearls. But I could also pick up the cotton. Get those horses online. We got lots of food in production in this city. I'm really happy about that. It's a good start. They're good starts, Bront. Okay, first settler coming out. I'm thinking we settle for the cotton. Question is, how close do we settle our cities to each other? Do we go maximum closeness? I can settle here, here, and here. So let me get some pins out. Blam. Blam. And blam. I think that's like going to be the first, well, not necessarily the first cities, but at least some of my cities. More settlers. I'm actually building settlers faster than I'm growing in my city, which is pretty crazy. Usually the first couple settlers come out real fast. Okay. Okay, I'm holding that towel. Ah, and we picked up pearls. That's really good. That actually makes this city great. Let's see. Make your way back. After bronze working, I'm actually going to pick up archery into riding. Yeah, I was doing that anyway. So bronze working, archery, riding. See if I can't kill that scout there with a slinger. You guys would get in my way. You want to buy horses for me? I will take that deal. I have plenty of horses to give away. I still have 2. Alright. The scout disappeared. Get in the city. I don't feel any danger at all moving my settler unescorted here. Look at these guys trying to get in my way and stuff. Good God. How rude.
Also interested in creating a lasting legacy.
Okay, so we got bronze working. Did we find iron anywhere? Found iron over here. Some iron down here. Be annoying for this scout. Make sure you can't run it in any direction. Go there. Okay, where's our next settlement? We have 3 amenities now. I'd like to get more, but I don't really have options for more, so I might get duplicates to trade. We want to settle. I want to put. Do I have like a star there? Maybe that'll help me keep track of them. So where else are we settling? Well, I guess I'll wait till that next settler comes out. Such a coward to avoid bloodshed. Yep. I'm greedy. Don't you know this? Alrighty. First settler out. I don't think... Do I want to settle the desert? The desert feels really weak to me. Let's see. There's even another city down here. On this marsh tile. Pretty damn good one too. would pick up the citrus. And the iron for me. I'll go there now. More settlers. Aha, I will shoot you, little scout. Alright, you made it to the city. Settle right there. I can delete this pin now. This is Mons. Mons? The very first thing you're going to do for me. Oof, you're already all the way over here, Sparta. So, there's a few things I want. Primarily, I would really like a builder to get these luxuries online so that I can continue to spam settlers. Yeah, I think that's the right move there. Get that extra gold. Why don't you come back to the capital? Make your way over there. Go shoot that slinger. We're about to get archers, which is cool. Players are dying left and right. Somebody built Stonehenge. And this is Charleroi. I'm also going to want a builder here. It's going to want builders left, right and center, to be honest. Make your way over to Brussels.
May the forces of evil become
Okay, archery and
a
state workforce.
Engaged workforce, as it is to have a profit.
So we just picked up archery. We're going to want to go straight for currency now that we have some of these cities down. I'll jump over here. Oh, that was a mistake actually. It was kind of dumb of me, but we'll live with it. So let's see. There's a good spot. There's a really good spot right there on the rice. Unfortunately, it's on the rice. It doesn't capture that cattle. I would like a second copy of iron if I could get it. And I could settle here and here. So go there. And yet more settlers. I'm wondering if it's worth it to go like set. I guess without political philosophy, it's not. Alrighty. You can upgrade. You can upgrade. But to get writing.
Writing means
Good stuff. We're going for currency. You go ahead and get into Brussels. 6 turns until our next settler. I actually kind of want to work more food here to grow a little bit quicker. Although this tile has so much production that it's hard to not work it. Yeah, maybe like that. That's a little bit better. Shoot here, kill that guy. There we go. This seems like a really nice spot right here. These cities have grown, and so they got their hands on some more production. We're not too far from political philosophy. We kind of settled late this game, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make it work for me because I had a really well developed capital. I'll also be able to do something interesting here. Should help keep the capital growing even though it is... Okay, I founded a city here. Basically just getting out as many builders as I can to try and improve my terrain. It's kind of a new strategy that I'm trying, rather than rushing districts, rush builders. I don't know, it has merits, it has weaknesses. So I'm also going to want to pick up the harbour district.
If it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you.
Alright, we got our commercial hub.
Divide and rule.
And we got political philosophy, so I'm going to be picking up Classical Republic here. It's just better than any of the other governments. Which means we want production towards builders and +1 production in all cities, as well as +2 influence towards earning city-state envoys. There we go. Standard build. We captured most of Turkey. Okay. So what's the next steps for me? We have 2 copies of oranges, so we should be able to trade for another amenity. We have 2 copies of pearls, although this pearl's a little bit far out. Do we backfill now? Sure, we can backfill. 3 more cities. I want to have 8-ish, 8 to 10 cities. America never settled. Are they broken already? Yeah, the AIs tend to get broken on these larger maps. They tend to like get confused and not know how to press the like settle city button. It kind of sucks, but what can you do? Okay, we're going to want to go for military training here. We want the 30% production towards encampment districts. America did move off once I settled here though, so maybe they're fine now. It's possible. Somebody built the Apadana. You are worse than sophists. Let the rest of the world know. I think she's a little bit upset with me. And I don't know why. Your people are lazy and unworthy. Wow, rude. That's really rude. You could place a commercial district? Actually, that's a really good point. I should. I also want a campus though. So I think I'll place my campus first. Lock in that price. And I'll place a commercial hub. I'm thinking... Which tile do I like least? I'd rather be throwing this on like a grassland tile. These tiles are equivalent. I will kill... I think I'll throw it here because then I can do harbour here later. And then an industrial zone here. And the industrial zone will have 3 mines. Commercial hub right there. I don't like crushing forest, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Settle Antwerp? I am. That's where you live, buddy. We're settling Antwerp. We could rename our capital to Antwerp if you want. It's up to you. Are you such a coward to avoid bloodshed, to yield so easily? So she hates our guts, which is fine. She's allowed to hate us if she wants. Okay, I'll delete this pin now. Oh, you were supposed to keep building settlers. Whoops. Builders, builders, builders. Lots of builders coming out here. So after military training, I'm going to want to pick up feudalism. The zebra herd. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, speaking of district placements, I think I will throw down my commercial hub in these cities. Not in Mons. Mons, I want to put down the other thingy. Here though in Charleroi, why don't you throw down an old commercial for me? Just to lock in the price. Come along this way. Carthage. I'm not interested in getting Carthage under my wing. Although, actually, your encampment districts provide +1 trade route. Actually, that's, talk to you, Carthage. Listen, buddy. Join the potato program. Because I was going to go for a kind of a conquest-y style play here. Although I only really have like maybe another hour to play, so we'll see how far we can get. Let's trade with Carthage, I think. What do they want me to do? Construct a harbor. I will be constructing a harbor at some point. Found America more. More of America, rather. America more. Please don't pronounce Charleroi. How are you supposed to say it? Charleroi? 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 I don't know how to say it. Alright, cotton. Border pop thanks to the cotton. Go get the fish online. Pearls, rather. So, a monument is in order, I think. Although this city has plenty of tiles to work for a little while, I think I would prefer a granary. I want to wait 7 turns until I can throw down the harbor here. So how's about you get to work on... burn a few turns into that. Doing some scouting down here. Like how you would... Carthage is awesome, yeah. Like how you pronounce king in French? Give me a second. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce this.
Roi.
Charleroi. Oh, Charleroi. Charleroi. Like that? Charleroi. Thank you for letting me know how to properly pronounce it. Okay, so I'll do this +2 mines. I think that's a good start in here. Charleroi. Let's grab our commercial hub. I think we can get that in a reasonable time in this city. Charleroi. It looks like Charleroi. Charleroi. Makes my throat feel weird to say that. Charleroi. Alright, we're going to be stealing this stuff in here. Keep on making your settlers, buddy. We've got room for another... We've actually got room for a lot of settlements. But I'm probably going to stop making them for a little while I build up my cities a bit. A bit more pressure on the I, though. Charleroi? Charleroi? I might have to look it up again. God damn it.
Roi.
Roi. Charleroi. Rent is named Ghent IRL. Roi. Charleroi. Charleroi. Ugh, it's actually, it's like weird for me to say it like that. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Let's see, right, we're going to be getting this online, and then this online. That's fine. I think I will need a monument in here because there's a lot of tiles and I don't have a way to expand my borders. Let's see, yep. Go ahead and pick up the mine. There, and I will lock it in. Flatland quarry. I think we will deal with a flatland quarry. Yes, that's it. Charleroi. Ra. Charleroi. God. I need to hear it.
Roi.
Charleroi. It feels weird to say it. Ra. Charleroi. Ugh. Oh yeah. I should really be chopping out builders, but you know, choosers can't be beggars. Two turns until we place down our goody two shoes harbourers. Good job stealing on the horses. I'll give you a really good tile to start with. Go ahead and give me a builder. Builder. Yep. No, I'm gonna bring you back to Brussels. How do you pronounce Brussels in not English? Is it Brussels? Alright, 2 turns until we can build harbors. Knowledge of apprenticeship. Good production in here, I'm happy with that. Brussels? Bruxelles? I know, wait, isn't there a Bruxelles? I'll type it. Isn't that like relevant or something? I don't remember. There's a bar in Dublin called Bruxelles. I'm gonna want apprenticeship because I have special bonuses for it. With this civilization. We'll drop a quarry here. Lock that quarry in. Yes, 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 yes. See, I know things. I'm cultured. Oh my god, America. Calm down on the army. I'm an uncultured swine. Or am I a cultured swine? It could be both. But it's definitely not one or the other. I don't feel comfortable with America in general, like in the real world. But you pronounce it Brussels. Brussels. America? That's a lot of crappy warriors you've got there, buddy. Don't you know this is a SimCity game? 5 turns until border growth. Oh, right. I need to place my harbors. Alright. There. Finish what you were doing, though, because you've already invested heavily into them. Why not TSL? This is a modded civilization, and it doesn't work with the TSL. This is the Belgian Empire, so it doesn't work. It doesn't have like a proper TSL flag. I think we tried TSL, but it didn't work. So it was unfortunate. But okay, this city doesn't have a way to expand its borders, so it's gonna need a monument. So I'll probably send this builder over to help this city out a little bit, and then send this builder out to help Ghent. Gwent. Let's see. Yeah, hold on there. Yeah, we would have done TSL if we could have. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this madness that America's pulling off over here. Look at this madness. Somebody built the Oracle. You're allowed to have that. I don't care. There, link these up. Goes there. Okay, more? No, I don't have time. I need to get at least one campus in my empire. America. Campus in Charleroi. I could do that. I'll probably put the campus right there. And then like an encampment here. And then an industrial zone like here maybe. We'll figure out the exact layout as we go. I don't feel safe. I'm going to pick up a archer. No, I'll grab an archer. I'll grab another archer. Drop a pasture here. Lock that in. I shall also stick down... I'll chop this forest here, I guess. Help the city out a little. Put a fish here. I'll work... Oh, city has growth problems. Granary. I guess we can't afford to get an archer. America, this is really aggressive settling for you. 3 biggest city in Belgium, Brussels 1 million, Antwerp 300,000, and Charleroi 200,000. God, I need to hear it again.
Roi.
Charleroi. Charleroi. Let's see. Wow. Just wow. That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say in relation to that city. Is wow. Okay, I'm going to settle here. Go ahead and stick down your harbor as well. But get to work on a builder. I think you need to come help defend this city because America's making like postures over here. But yeah, I will probably... Oh, I guess I could place it now. That's a good point that you made. That would be +2 science. I'll put it down, but I won't build it yet. I'll wait one turn. I'll let this builder come out naturally, and then I'll maybe chop like the granary or the monument. Google pronounces "r" so bad. Oh. There's also a problem with English speakers and French speakers. So the way French people or like Romance language speakers in general, the way they say their R's are different. So we do, like if you make a V, like a V noise, that's the way British people or English speaking people make their R's. They do R. Whereas I believe French speakers, they make more of like an L, like a L, but they use that to make a R noise. So it's like R, R. I can't do it, but apparently that's like the anatomically correct way to make an R sound. But a lot of English speaking people do R, 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 which is more like a V. Which is more like a V than a L. Okay, so enough talking about goddamn speech. Freedom of speech. Okay. I think I want to put my commercial hub here. I can't place down another one. Do I want to chop on this commercial hub? I could chop the commercial hub and then drop a mine on that hill. That could be interesting. I could chop out the monument to get it pretty close to done. This would take a lot of time off this commercial hub though. We'll do commercial hub. Not. Could use the money. I'm going to purchase a library pretty much straight away in here just to get me that little bit of extra science. So, library. Boom. Nice chunk of science now. We also got apprenticeship. Let's see, is there anything I need to pick up here? Watermills are good. Education, banking, mass production. I'm going to want to pick up military training, so maybe like education, military training, mass production, banking. We'll do something like this. We might have to backfill a little bit. Tell you what we'll do. We'll just queue up education so we can maybe purchase a library or a università. We are going to want to change our government here. We're going to slot out the settler. We're going to put the production up here. Since we're now finished making settlers for a little bit of time. Alright. Hill mine here. +2 production. Work that. Very nice. That's down to 9 turns now. We're about to finish a commercial hub here. we'll probably want to go straight for the market to get the extra... Or want to go straight for the market to get the extra stuff. Gold. Ah, border pop from the market, or from the commercial hub. I forgot about that. So let's do... market into... I want another builder in here though as well. Good time to get a builder. How close are we to feudalism? We're quite a bit away. Shouldn't you go for swordsman? I could go for swordsman. I don't think America's going to attack me. He's friendly with me. Like, I can get declaration of friendship. See? Now we're friends. He won't attack me. I could go for swordsman, but I don't intend to build them. I could also go for machinery. I mean, I could go for war, but what I'm doing here is my civilization has special bonuses. Culture bomb of building a commercial hub, harbor. Commercial hub and harbor zones provide +1 housing. Industrial zone regional buildings reach 3 tiles farther and provide +1 population when finished. So it seems like these guys are really good at building. Oh my god, the chocolatier. Unique building. We never checked that out. Chocolatier. So this is a building unique to Belgium, +1 amenity. Yields +1 culture and +1 gold on plantations, and it is a built in the commercial hub. Huh. What does it replace? Requires mercantilism. Very cool. Yeah, I could go for swordsman. I don't think I'm planning on building any. I don't have any warriors to purchase upgrade. I'm just going for like a chill build and upgrade my cities mode. By the grace of God, powerful and victorious. Sure thing, buddy. We're in a position to go for basically any victory type except for religious. I don't think we could go for religious here. I was thinking I was going to go for like a military one. That seems like a bit of fun to me. Okay, you got your monument. You have a builder on the way. Get started on your commercial hub. I'm going to chop here and put a mine here to help the city get more production. Check your Discord. .mov.
Charleroi.
Charleroi? Let me hear that again.
Charleroi. Charleroi.
Charleroi. Charleroi?
Charleroi.
Charleroi. I can't do the wa for the ra noise. Charleroi.
Charleroi.
Charleroi. See, I can't roll my R's because I'm an English speaker. We don't say our L's the same way. No, it's okay. It's only like a little movie file. It's fine. That distracted me there. What was I doing? What was I doing? Harbor? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want the trade route. Grow in 4 turns versus, yeah. I'd rather grow in 7 turns to get more production in here. So my people have the tyrant is ruin. All I see around you is ruin. Wow. Thanks. Thanks for noticing. I think I'm going to get Muscat under my wing because I already have... I'm not ready to get Carthage. Alrighty. So, next is going to be encampments. Right there. Question of Wait, didn't I just unlock a policy? No, it was last turn. Damn it. My brain, I thought it was this turn. Oh well, I'll pay the 50 gold. We'll get rid of settler policy and we will put in the encampment district production policy. So now we build our encampments a lot quicker. Horsemen. I could get a horseman. I'm not opposed to that idea. I want to be purchasing buildings in my capital as much as I can to get it built up really powerfully. I also want traders, so I'm going to grab traders here actually in my capital before the encampment district. I'll chop this out a little bit quicker. Charleroi. Charleroi. Can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't roll my R's because I'm an English speaker. Alright, so we got Charleroi. Listen. Alright, I've made up my mind here. Charleroi. There you go. See? It's Charleroi. It's Charleroi. See? Charleroi. I can't put the UT link of my video in chat with the pronunciation of the city. No, that's okay. I've fixed the problem. See, now it's Charleroi. Charleroi. See? Perfectly acceptable Belgian. Okay. I got an extra builder in here. I have a housing problem. I'll live with the housing problem for a little bit of time though. I could grab a granary. I could also grab a campus. I think I want to get the market. Give me the money to purchase more stuff. It's in Discord, a YouTube link.
Charleroi.
Charleroi. What? I can't do that. I can't do the R because I'm an English speaker. And we have a R speech impediment for our R's. R. Wah. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Charleroi. It just sounds so weak to me. Charleroi. I can't do it. It would probably take me some time to... I'd have to speak French for a while for me to relearn how to do the French R. Okay, this one is going to be sent to Charleroi. Charleroi. Let's get another trader. Build a quarry. Lock that quarry in. I think if I build my industrial zone right here, I'm going to put a mine there then. I'm Dutch, not French. Yeah, but like it's the isn't Charleroi a French named city? Belgian, Wallonian, whatever it's called. Hell yeah, I'll take this. You want a copy of my horses? Give me that goddamn gypsum. You trying to do me out of some gypsum? How dare you? Let's grab a builder. So I'm hoping this culture bomb will steal these sheep. Dutch, not French. It's all the same to me. You live below sea level and you speak a weird language. Where the hell am I getting faith from? Mon. Ah, yes, the pearls. Well. +1 culture from pastures here is a lot of culture for my empire. Because I have a horse, cattle. It's a lot. Come on, little border pop. Poop. Alright, we stole the sheep. Nice. See? Belgium is so good. Alright. Brussels. Go trade with... maybe we'll trade with Leuven. keep making traders to get your production up. Let's see. Get yourself another builder. I don't know. I'm a really weird player. I like just like sim citying and making really pretty empires with lots of tile yields and stuff like that. I don't really enjoy war. War doesn't excite me in Civ at all. It's kind of why I like playing those like train games too. I really like Civ, but I guess war is just not interesting to me in these kind of games. I like the games, but I like them for the like management reasons. I like managing the cities and, you know, oh look, I could get extra, I could build a thingy here and do this and that sort of thing. Whereas, you know, being like, all right, I'll move this unit here and put that unit there, and then I'll have this much bonus damage, and I'm like, I mean, I'm finding it quite interesting trying it out in the Civ 5 playthrough. The hell do I want to do with this builder? I guess I just chop this forest. This one? I'll chop that forest. Mamluk running around my territory. Go ahead and trade with Ghent. You can trade with Toronto. That's a lot of gold from Toronto. I need more traders in my capital. Okay, I got the market in here. I could definitely use a little bit of growth. Get the city growing a little bit taller. I could go for a monument. I could even stop off and pick like up a horseman or two. I could work on the campus. A lot of options here. I think if I grew, I could get that next district down. So I'll go for that. I could do a chop on the campus. I think I'll chop out the granary. Get that in one turn. We're also going for feudalism now. So probably any cities that need builders after this, I'm probably going to put them on pause. I probably should have paused them actually here. In fact, I will pause builders now. Go ahead and get the market. I'll wait one turn. One turn on this city. To work on your harbor. How many turns until you go to that wheat? One turn. Go get the wheat. You saw my little video to the right. If you see it, do you know why it's so shit quality?
Charleroi.
Your video looks like it's in okay quality to me.
Charleroi.
It looks like you're... I really like management too. When I discovered you can control some of your plants in Stellaris after you reach a certain size. Yeah, I agree. Having to... That really bugs me. In fact, I'm tempted to... But like the problem is... The problem with Stellaris is... That's like so fundamental to the design. Like you can't... like the UI doesn't really support managing your entire empire. What am I trying to say here, and how do I say it accurately? I'm going to get some archers to garrison my cities. What am I trying to say here? Don't lie? What do you mean don't lie? Like Stellaris. What's the thing? What's the thing for Stellaris? What's the word I'm looking for? Like it wasn't designed with managing an empire in mind, right? They designed it so with limitations on the management of your empire. Like the UI, like there's like this bit of the UI where once you have a certain amount of planets, just this like outliner thing just becomes unusable. Which I feel like, I think it's a bit of a design oversight. But then again, I wouldn't mind not managing my planets if the AI did a good job of managing them for me. I think I'm gonna drop a commercial hub here and then border pop Boston, see if I can steal the cattle. But yeah, I agree on Stellaris. It didn't make me not enjoy the game, but I think it definitely negatively impacted my enjoyment of the game. Like significantly negatively impacted my enjoyment of the game. Yes, I want to get my encampment up here because I want to have strong units in the late game. Harbor completed here. 20 turns until you grow. I'll get the lighthouse. And how do I even render? I would like a YouTube channel someday. I can help you out a little bit, but there's really not a huge amount that you can be helped with when you're making a channel. A lot of it is like these really personal decisions that you have to make about how you're going to manage it and stuff like that. And what sort of content you're going to make. I can help to an extent, but I can't really make a huge impact. So you just built a builder. I did mean to pause this, but I mean, I'll just live with that mistake. How many farms do I have right now? Not a lot, so I won't bother trying to get farms out. I have plenty of money. Can I purchase anything meaningful in my capital? I will purchase the market here. It might not seem like a smart idea, but how do I even render? So if you're going to render a video, so basically what rendering is phone. God damn it. Okay, that's the 20-minute warning. So the stream is probably going to end in like 20 to 30 minutes. So how do you render a video? Well, basically you have to have a video editing software. I use Adobe Audition, or no, sorry, that's for my audio. I use Premiere Pro. If you want to edit, why is my microphone like this? Hold on, let me turn it. That's better. So if you want to render a video, you need to have a video. You need to have a video editing software. Then you need to edit the video. And basically what video editing is, or rendering is after you edit a video, like I'll put in like that little end screen where the little trumpet music plays, like the little, or the, I can't remember how exactly it goes. It's something like that. I'll put that in at the end of the video. But in order to make it into like a single movie file that you can upload to YouTube, you have to render the video as a single file. And that's all that rendering is. I'm sorry, I'm like hopeless at explaining that. I don't know why. It's really simple. It's basically rendering is like when you take a bunch of, like you take an edited video and make it into a single video file. That can be uploaded. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Okay, what the hell am I doing here? I'll grab some archers to garrison my cities, like I said. I think it's just good to have those. Yep, put a farm there. It's a good tile to work. This is going to be a very farm heavy city. But I hope that explanation makes sense. I can show you. I'll show you with my own editing software. Real quick. Maybe that'll help me explain it. Okay, go away. Okay. So here is... It's probably going to be hard to see because I'm not used to sharing. I have the UI set to a certain size and stuff. So, this is what a finished video looks like, right? When I'm done editing. There's not many cuts here because I mostly do audio editing. I don't really do like frame editing or anything like that. So, this is what a finished video will look like. And in order to... If I can make this smaller. In order to get this into a format that is like uploadable to YouTube, what I will do, like I'll show you the ending. Any more videos from me? Remember, leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember, leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback about this episode. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Okay, so this is it, right? This is like the most important part. So you can see how these are all actually like separate files. These three things. In order to turn these into one file, you have to render the video, which is done in media export. All right, so this is it. So I'll like I'll pick my render settings. I have like a default setting, which is constant bitrate, 20,000 bitrate. That's constant. And then I'll export. And this will just make it one video. So, I still need to improve my visual quality before I begin. No, you don't. I disagree. Just do it, man. It doesn't matter. Most people don't care what your video quality is as long as your content quality is good. And the longer you're doing it, the better you get. So, I would say go. Just do it. Do it. Alright. I'm going to wrap up here in 15 minutes. In Charleroi. Let's see, we will... I want to get more builders, but I want to wait until I have the feudalism civic. So I might keep myself busy with a monument. I don't want to waste a chop on this. I'll chop out the market and I'll drop up another mine here. Oh, that thing's program looks kind of weird. It's not weird at all. It takes a bit of time to get used to, but it's really, really powerful and really, really useful for editing videos. We'll lock that one in. 13 production in Ghent. Yes, I'll chop. We got our encampment finished. I'm going to purchase... Oh, I want to purchase a stable. Do I? I really want to purchase the university. I'll hard build the stable. Maybe I'll think about it. Well, you don't have to use that program. There's lots of free programs you can use instead. Okay, so I got education. I want to pick up military engineering. But I need some sleep for school in 6 hours. Yeah, dude. No, go sleep, man. Don't stay up late on my account. Go sleepy. See you later, buddy. So now Carthage is not mine yet. Damn it. I need to get Carthage on my side. I got one more chop on this guy. What do I do? Do I chop another hill? Sure, let's chop. Drop a farm there. In Namur. Namur. Manure. Yeah, that's what this city's called now. Manure. Not Namur. Manure. Alright, we'll chop here. Alright. So, I want to put my industrial zone over here. Otherwise I'm going to die in school tomorrow. Dude, don't die on my account. If you really want to watch this, just watch it like tomorrow. Don't like harm your personal life just for entertainment reasons. I would feel bad if you did that. Okay, I can start a builder in here because 2 turns until they get the feudalism civic. See you later, Floor. Bye-bye. Sleep tight, buddy. Alright, stable. Builder. University. Get started on a builder. Because we're about to get really good builders now. I'll probably spam out a few builders in my capital and I'll consider maybe dropping some more settlers. I'll rewatch the rest of the stream tomorrow. Yeah, dude, that's what you should do. Just get yourself some sleep. School is more important than fucking weird Irish people on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna go for exploration here. Seems logical to me. Yep, I don't see any issues with this. New government type. Okay, I got the harbour up. Builder. Go in here. Newly trained builders gain 2 actions. Looks fine. Builders popping out here in 2 cities. Couple turns. I don't think I can chomp these forests because I don't really have production tiles in Mons. This is like my only production. Okay, we got the builder here. I'm gonna chop the library, or the university rather. Okay, I got the lighthouse over here. Yeah, I'm definitely commercial hubbing that to pop his borders. Maybe even a industrial pop. Does the industrial zone do it? I'm trying to remember. Commercial hub, harbor, or plantation. So it has to be a commercial hub. Alrighty. You're growing slow. What can I do for 3 turns? I suppose getting a scout isn't any harm. Okay, I got my market here. I really want to put a campus here, so I'm gonna get this builder, go here, and hopefully be able to chop. I feel like roads just aren't very good early game. Like, I have roads, but they don't make your units move faster. They just make tiles not like block movement or whatever. I'm not going to put a mine here because I'm actually going to be putting the industrial zone there. So more mines over here, I guess. Maybe throw some farms down. Let's see. You just got to build around. Go ahead and get your campus. Chop here to get this university out quicker. Help keep us up in science, because we are falling a little bit behind in science because we've been focusing on production-y kind of things. Get the granary so that you can grow taller. Chop chop. University in 1 turn. And there we go. Mr. Scout. Go ahead and auto-explore for me, thank you. Okay, so I've got my university here in Brussels. I'm going to spam traders and builders. Okay, I want to build a commercial hub over here because I want to border pop here and steal these things. After military engineering, I'm going to want to pick up the lumber mill. So let's see here. What do we do? If I did a farm triangle here, it wouldn't be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, farm triangle seems like a good move. We'll chop out the granary. Then we'll throw down the campus. We'll drop a mine here. Maybe a good time to use some pins since you're quitting soon. Help you remember next time. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I'll tell you what. This is going to be a industrial zone. This right here is going to be an industrial zone. This right here is going to be an encampment. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. What else am I doing? I'm not chopping those. There's a few pins to remind me of things. I think we're more or less on track. But my god, it's 1:15 midnight and I'm pretty tired. So I'm going to call it an end here. I'll stick around. I'll draw a picture before I go. Like I'm going to make this my tradition, how I end every stream. So this will be, I'll call this after floor. Floors, Belgium, request stream #1. Save. Exit to desktop. I'm actually pretty excited. They've been hinting. There's been hints of new DLC or a new update coming soon. I'm hoping either this week or next. It's almost the 1-year anniversary of the game. What year was the game made? Was it again Civ 6 release date? I think it was like the 23rd of October? 21st of October. Sometimes my Civ, if I have mods enabled and I try and quit, it crashes. Well, that's that. Paint. Just punched my microphone like a dumbass. What'll I draw? I'll tell you what, I will draw Ireland with my talented hands. Let me get a reference image here. No reference images. So there's like this kind of a thing, a little bit of a tail. Comes in like that. That comes up. It goes down like that. It's got little toes. Comes in like this. It's got a little arm. This is where I live. There's a river here, a really big river. I know that much. There's a river here. I know that much. So here's like Dublin. I know Galway's like this. There's like a county here. There's a lake up here. Looks kind of like that. And then there's a little Isle of Man over here. And there's the weird wiggly fingers of Wales. And England. Here's little old Ireland. This is a really, really poorly drawn Ireland. There's ocean out here. The Atlantic. I'll even scribble over the word ocean to make it hard to read. Make my picture look especially. Oh man, I could use it. No, fill tools are for casuals. You just get a nice big brush and you go to town. And draw a nice picture here before we go to sleep. When I was like a really young kid, I had trouble staying inside the lines. Ugh. Just wasted all that work because I didn't lift my finger. Shouldn't there be a paintbrush that only, like, if you press Control Z, it only deletes like the last 200 pixels you drew? Wouldn't that be great? Oh my god, I right clicked. I right clicked again. I'm getting these old man hands. But yeah, every time I play Civ with mods, it crashes. I drew Britain really big for some reason. I don't know why. It's because I'm a terrible artist and I have no sense of scale. I would just do a little. There, look, Isle of Man is there's actually no Isle of Man. It's actually just ocean. I've made that decision. In fact, I don't even think there's a Britain. I'm pretty sure it's actually like mythological. Kind of like Atlantis. And of course, Ireland is green. But not like a nice green. Like a sickly puke green. Ugh. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh yeah, I forgot about the lake. Let me get that lake colored in. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Stayed inside the lines perfectly. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Let's make some small little fingers, because I know there's all these little islands out here, like scribbles. I guess now Ireland just looks like it has pubic hair. Jesus Christ. Alright, that's where I live. This is my hometown. I'll even give it a little brown squiggle for artistic flair. Actually, I think professionals use fillers. Wow. How dare they? Look at that. I'll put some nice brown out in this ocean. Look at that. It's like a stained glass image or whatever they're called. Stained glass window? We'll do some red. Nice red ocean. How's that sound? That do anything for you? Some bright orange here. Oh god. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. We'll put a nice pink. Oh god, a pink surrounding Ireland. Look at this. I mean, like, I don't know where else you would get this kind of artistic vision on the internet. I feel like I'm one of a kind, you know? And that there's very few people. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. I drew the picture of the stream. Good night, guys.